Alright, I think it's going. Session 127, Shard Hunters, Pathfinder 2E Homebrew Campaign. We are back after some Thanksgiving holidays. Right, let's see if we can die today. Go, GM, go.
Alright, previously our heroes began the assault on the fortress at Briggenmire. They managed to sneak in, get through the defenses, and make a deal with the Dragon Queen's daughter to have her leave and make the job a lot easier. Unfortunately, the Dragon Queen herself seems to have escaped from the battle.
He has
But-
eluded our clutches.
They immediately realized something was wrong when they got alerted that something had occurred back at the tree, and they made it back in time to find out that there had been some deaths, and at least 2 liches had been born while they were gone. One of them being Devi, the other being the moron that tormented y'all.
Didn't even invite me.
Alright, what are you doing?
Were we gearing up to go in to the basement area to try to track him down? Or we were already there?
You haven't decided anything yet. Y'all just found out that Devi was gone, and Needip looked back in time to see that he used creation stones and animals to power his transformation instead of the souls of innocence. And Needip is muted if he's trying to talk? Or is he still having microphone issues?
Microphone.
Now I hear static.
Yeah, there.
Explosions.
Explosions?
I think you have a bad
You
or a
can
bad
do
jack or
it.
something.
Is it in your headset part? Oh, the
No, whatever
cable.
you're touching on the ground is what's making the noise. Not that part. I think it's what's down below. See, that's making noise. That's making a lot of noise.
Welcome back, everybody. It wouldn't be a
You're not.
Shard Hunters episode if we didn't have technical difficulties.
Hey, we got our synopsis out correctly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Normally we screw up before we even start talking.
Well, it's crazy is because I mentioned his headphones being on the wrong one, and then like 30 seconds later, I completely forget and I start this thing.
Yep.
It was you. You did this.
Mhm.
We still can't hear you at all, Peyton.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go to the other microphone, I guess.
Now, is it in Discord? Like once you get that plugged in, do you got to go to Discord and test it?
Tell it to use it in Discord.
Yes. Yes.
Speak.
Woof.
No.
We can see the green bar around us.
But no volume from the voice mouth.
Voice mouth?
Voice mouth.
That's who we're fighting today, just so everybody knows, the voice mouth.
No
Yes.
voice.
It's a gigantic floating mouth that fights with his voice. Hey.
Uh,
I
Still
heard
can't hear
word
you, Peyton.
at one point in time.
He's actually got a headphone symbol on now.
He's deafened.
oh, this. Did you do the muting?
I
No.
didn't do it.
Aiden do the muting?
Peyton, did you deafen yourself on purpose?
There
Okay,
we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use this mic, unfortunately.
Well, it's better than no mic, so.
Yeah, you just might get some background commentary.
Right.
It's his bathroom mic. You can hear everything that happens in the bathroom.
Now he's gonna go demonstrate.
No, no!
We'll see if that helps some.
Okay. So people are still running around. Everyone's still trying to figure out what's going on.
What's going on?
Do we want to pursue Brin?
Yeah, we do think that Brin is in the lower catacombs, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
A
I
car.
say we look for him.
Based on what the Order of the Keys said, he went deeper down into the catacombs,
We need to
and
deal with him.
he came out from there too. So he obviously has some place that he's prepared down there.
We need to give him a stern talking to with our fists.
And
Car.
the flat of our swords.
Do you feel drawn in any direction at all? Like if we picked you up and spun you around, would you like beep in a specific direction?
Who are you
Beep.
talking to?
A car. I said a car. I said his name.
Oh,
Nobody
hear
heard
his
a
name.
car. He just started talking.
I was like, I am not a homing device.
All right, here's what we'll do. I'll wrap my legs around your waist, and I'll put my arms out straight and see if that works. Just
I was thinking
like a dowsing rod.
one person get a leg each.
Like a wishbone.
Yeah.
How many legs does he have?
Just don't split the wishbone.
All right.
Well, you
we
could
just-
go running right now after him, but there is a lot of confusion and everything going on at the tree currently. So you may want to take some time to at least get everything to stabilize.
grab the first Anati we see and say, "Stabilize the situation."
Go take care of the crap.
Why
The
me? I'm
How do you don't
new.
come down to the basement? Only the Order of the Keys do.
I'm new here. It's my first day.
So what are we going to do? We're going to town and go to the tree first.
I don't know. We're being told to stabilize the situation.
But it's just your thinking is y'all have been very concerned about the tree, so at least all of y'all would know that y'all are concerned about the tree, and you'd probably also want to make sure there's nothing else going wrong and that everyone gets calmed down, because as all people, you know that being calm is one of the best ways to get through an emergency.
It's true.
All right, we go and stabilize the situation. Begrudgingly.
But going after him's not a problem either. It's just a matter of what exactly do y'all want to do. I was making sure you had your options known.
Well, we
Yeah.
should go ahead and split the party since we got two objectives.
Well, are there any more guards left down here, or has any guards
Currently,
heard
all
the
the guards
commotion
are on
or
the
anything?
surface because of everything that happened out there.
Okay.
That's what right
Hopefully-
now the basement's completely unguarded.
Yeah.
Then again, there's never been a need to guard the basement because nothing's ever come through the basement.
Yeah.
The Order of Keys just had guards because that's where their people were.
Is there any way we can message somebody that might possibly be up there, or do we have to physically go up top?
Well, the only issue is you'd have to pick someone and they'd have to be within range for the quick message. Now, the Rocky Talkies are currently talking to the people who are in the tree who are using regular message to talk to everyone else. So you could use the Rocky Talkies to talk to the people you've been talking to in the tree.
Do you know Mr. Lakewood is up there?
I don't see why he wouldn't already be stabilizing the situation as much as possible and having his team doing that.
He
Like-
would.
We came in, there was chaos. We figured out what the chaos was. Why wouldn't we just go after Brin and trust that the tree is going to deal with that other stuff?
Well, Hatala, if you think the tree's taken care of, I trust you on that. I mean,
They're
That's pretty
fine
sound
without
logic.
us all the time.
yeah, tree didn't get that big without us. I mean, that tree got that big before we got there. So
We can send a quick message to let them know what happened. So that they
He
can
already
probably-
knew what happened. He's the one that told us. This is why I'm frustrated.
Oh,
Is we message the Anati? The Darius the tree tender?
Message whoever you want. I'm ready to go after Brin. We need to deal with him before he does anything else.
True.
We go off and go gallivanting to be like, hey, everybody,
All right.
stay calm, and they're gonna go, where's the guy that did this? Oh, we left him down in the basement over there and
Ooh.
just walked away.
All right. I'll send a quick message. All right. To Lakewood. Hey, we're getting ready to go after Brin. Is everything good up top?
The reply you get back is that he is currently leaving the infirmary, trying to get his men together. There was some issue with the outside of the tree at the town. A group of fairies has shown up, and they are actually some of the elder fairies, and they are sit there. They've basically taken up positions on the wall to help man the defenses.
Good, good.
It
You
took
go,
a few
elder
seconds for
fairy.
them to figure that out, because at first they were worried that the fairies were there, but then they realized they were actually taking guard positions, so the guards could be busy doing other things.
Okay. Message back. All right, good. We're heading in. Do you know where he spent any time, or do you know if Brenna knows? Brianna.
From what I've gathered from talking to her and others, he has been a little bit reclusive for the last 2 weeks. He's requisitioned quite a bit of supplies, saying his research is going well, but we don't know exactly what he's been doing. It seems he's been feeding us lines about exactly what he was researching. All we do know is he took a lot of time dealing with the information from the ancients and from the Kimanoans and on the nature of undead and the studies that were going on from the Lich that used to live down here.
How far away was like the place where we fought the demon way back when? Compared to like the Lich's lair where Devi set up shop.
They're only a few yards away from each other.
Oh, okay.
Once you've got it cleared out, it's actually not very far. But when you were first going down there, it seemed a lot further.
Can we go to... Are we already at the ancient door area where the thing came up?
You're in the main foyer next to the portal right now, is what I'm assuming.
Okay. I would maybe suggest we try going to the ancient door where we know he stole some stuff and look for tracks going away. I don't know. Ooh, we can get some clothing articles of his, and we can have Goose try to track them. Excellent idea. Thank you.
I can attempt to track as well. That's
Try
kind of my
smelling 'em?
forte. Hunted prey.
You notice that every hair on a car's head is now standing fully at attention.
Is it leaning in any direction?
No, it's like it's flowing underwater currently.
Do we see
And I got
any
long,
portals
luxurious locks.
shimmering like it's gonna come alive?
Somebody touch him.
Alright, Eve.
Native just made the motion, so Native touched him. Nothing happens.
Did you touch him, or I mean, maybe you gotta hit him harder.
I just thought he'd get electrocuted. That's all.
Zap.
Does anyone else, let's see, this death energy, does anyone else have life energy? Edip, did you have that?
You
Yeah, I
now
think
notice that his nose is glowing bright red and shining light on all of you.
Okay, I'm done.
Does anyone know fairy speech? Hello? Is there a Fae here?
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Oh, sorry.
Who's Rudolph? The
Everything
legend?
disappears for a second, and you hear laughing. And there's a little tiny thing sitting on a car's shoulder.
Did you see the guy that turned into a lich? Little one.
You mean Mr. Grumpy?
That's
Yeah.
definitely who we're looking for.
He wore fancy
Yeah.
clothes.
Yeah, we saw him. We stay away from the area he's been down at because he's mean. He's threatened to
Well,
kill us.
if you show us where he's been there, we'll make sure he leaves for good.
Okay, that sounds good. It's been no fun. And he
Best
slaps the car's
negotiator ever.
ear and says he's wearing a belt.
Yes, I'm
That
wearing a belt.
is that all
Oh,
he's wearing?
you mean the other guy?
I'm pretty
The
sure.
little fairy shakes his head and starts flying down the hallway.
After him, her, they, them, it. See the panda at the zoo.
Okay. After following him for about 10-20 minutes, you notice that y'all have gone around what looks like a circuitous route, like you're going in circles. But Core, you recognize the fact that you have not tread once of your own trails. It's like almost like this area down here is a bit of a maze. And it's like he took a perfect path knowing where he was going. Like he chose an area that was very hard to go through because you would have to like loop around to get to it.
Hmm.
But you do recognize there's probably a more direct route to it, but the ferry did not take you that way.
Another call.
Seems like a very inefficient ferry if it doesn't take you where you want to go.
Unless it was avoiding traps.
Yeah.
The ferry flies back, points to a hallway, says, "Come on, dog boy, go this way then."
Okay.
He's a dog man.
I'm not a dog boy. I'm a dog man. Can I follow the scent of the ferry to find a pathway through?
Try to sniff for the ferry, and all you can smell is basically the worst smell you've ever smelled in your life.
That would be a car. So how do I like block that smell out from my?
Hey, I got that fixed.
Obviously not. Something's lingering.
And finally, you come to an area and you see like 2 or 3 ferries watching, but they won't go past it. And the other ferry stops, says, "I'm not going any further."
Why not?
He's got friends and they're not nice.
Oh, well, I've got friends, and I've got friends.
They all start laughing.
Are you laughing at the fact that I have friends, or am I just that dumb?
The ferries all start disappearing. You notice the section up ahead, all the magic lights in the walls have been disabled.
Nadeb starts clapping furiously, trying to get the fairies to come back. Oh, they don't work like that. My bad.
No, all the ferries are gone. But out of the corner, you can almost imagine the phrase being heard, like whispered from one of the ferries as they're leaving. Watch out for the floating head thing.
DJ Boots and Cats. Sorry. Go ahead. So we're looking for some floating head. I'll let everybody else know what I heard.
No, honey, the money did not go to your car payment. That was like in the middle of last month. What is
We
this?
can hear you. We
You're
can
not
hear
muted.
you.
Home Club.
You're not muted.
They charged us another $90.
We can
Uh,
hear
yeah.
you, Mo.
Mo can't hear us.
I
though.
muted him. I server
Thank
muted
you.
him.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. Do.
So, Core, did you hear any of that?
No.
No.
Sorry.
we
The
found some
fairies said
fairies.
that they won't go any further. They're afraid of what's up there, and they asked why, and the fairies said that he has friends and they're not nice. And then as they were leaving, the fairies said, one of them muttered that to watch out for the floating head thing.
Do we know? Does anyone? Well, Car's not here for a cult. Are there different levels? I feel this might be different levels of liches where if it's just a skull, like Pym was, that it's
I mean,
different
I've got a
type of lich.
little experience with Lich. I might be able to think real hard. Been a cult thing, right?
Let me unmute a car. All right, Akar, I've unmuted you.
Yes.
That's why we muted you from the server.
You're good.
So you're good.
Kylie, Elijah, dinner's ready.
So what do you do?
I guess we go forward, knowing that there's going to be some
Based
bad
on your
guys.
occult check, you are certain that there are different kind of liches. There's liches, there's demi liches, and then there's little shadow liches.
Wow.
Okay,
But you don't really know much about them. You just know that that's the 3 types of liches.
gotcha.
Right.
And a demi lich is the only one y'all know of because it's basically a floating skull.
That would make sense.
And a demi-lich is what happens when a lich is so old that its body is no longer capable of being created, and instead it's just the skull floating around.
Well, that would make sense because Brin was kind of dumb and he would have probably needed somebody to tell him what to do. But Pym was just a floating skull too. Could this be Pym somehow?
Pym was a floating skull due to injury. His body has disappeared. He doesn't know where it is.
Okay.
Because technically Pym is just an immortal due to the gemstones.
Gotcha.
That's a car's future, is what you're saying?
Technically it's everyone's future if you don't have a soul.
I have a soul.
Yep, so you're fine.
Okay, we're good.
That's all he cares about. All they care about.
So
Oh,
technically,
I've cared about you. You just don't listen.
No.
he hasn't listened so much that he doesn't understand that you told him that even.
Fake news.
You said there were 3, Demi, Shadow, and what was the third?
The regular lich.
Son of a.
Hey.
Yeah, basically, based on what Mr. Lakewood said, he has been perusing all the information the Order of the Keys had on lichdom. So it's possible he learned how to do it just from the Kiminoan readings.
Nah, I don't believe that.
Fake news.
I just caught the tail end of that. Were you saying that he had help?
No, our inner monologue, known as the GM, says that he probably just learned it from research and stuff.
I didn't say he probably, I said he could have because he's been perusing all the knowledge the Order of Keys had on liches.
But I firmly believe he's too dumb to have done it that way.
Quite
And that he has
the
help.
internal monologue going.
We're just standing right where the fairies wouldn't go in and just discussing everything.
All
Yeah.
right.
An arrow comes from the darkness.
Y'all
There
want
are
to
no
take the lead?
lights up ahead.
Y'all want to sneak at it? Because I have to take some light. What? I have night vision goggles. I will activate those? Takes do I have an hour on those?
Yep.
I am ready to go for it.
When you step into the hallway, you notice the night vision goggles start going out too.
I step.
It's magical darkness, not darkness.
I freak out a little bit and then get turned around.
I can cast my thing unless we need it later.
I want to try taking out my sword and seeing if it casts some light.
Your sword. Hold on, let me check its properties
We
real
will
quick.
not be very stealthy.
My wall of virtue can possibly bring down a magical darkness. I can do it 2 times a day. So it's an
The
option.
sword does not have any light when you're holding it inside the darkness.
Y'all want me to do wall of virtue?
Uh,
Yeah, the only thing I have left is
Hold on.
my positive mindset of just bringing a
You
little
also know that
light to the
both
situation.
Eve and Nita can cancel the darkness.
Yep.
I may not know that. They don't really share a lot of stuff. They
Yeah,
just kind
I
of
don't
do
either.
stuff.
Well, Hatala doesn't really listen to us. Right, Eve?
Right?
I guess I can cast Searing Light
Or you can just cast spell magic.
or Dispel Magic, whichever one you'd rather. Whichever one's easier for me to throw through.
Because
Somebody-
dispel magic would definitely dispel it.
Somebody
Yeah.
doesn't know how to use his own spells.
Yeah, I did. Look, I just clicked it. Ta-da! I used
That's
spell.
not how spells work.
It is. I just verbal component, somatic stuffs.
All
No,
right.
there was no verb. The only verbal was you doing bloat.
When you cast
Oh,
dispel
you-
magic, you notice a little black stone down the hallway come into view and shatter.
I think that was what was causing the darkness.
Nah, I think you just broke it when it saw your vision, your image.
When
Your
it
Call
dark
it the
vision is
ugly?
working perfectly, Core.
The what?
Now
Sword?
your dark vision is working perfectly, Core.
I fixed it.
And your sword is very bright in your hand.
I sheath it.
At least dark vision isn't like night vision, and actually it's cut off by having super bright lights right next to you. It just doesn't go as far because you're slightly blinded. It's like having a bright light near you. Okay. You can see ahead, and as stated previously, you see the magic lights that are on the wall. Several of them have been physically removed, and you can tell that the first one that was removed, someone simply took a hammer and smashed it. The next one, it looks like they tried to remove it a little bit more delicately, and the third one looks like someone else took it away from them.
Took it away from them?
Took it out off the wall perfectly, not like whoever's been doing it before the other two.
Ah.
And what were these?
The magic lights that the ancients created.
Oh,
And the stone that shattered looked like it came from that.
You want to examine the
Yeah.
pieces?
Sure.
Make an arcane check.
Right.
Needip, you're not too sure. Core, you not certain, but it does look like that these are some kind of perversion of the wall stones. that usually make light.
Just
This was ancient magic.
It was ancient magic, and it looks like someone has used magic to damage the spell that made light.
Car, can you tell if this was like, is it, I guess death magic would be opposite of light. Hey, you're like muted.
oh, I can hear him.
I can hear him.
I
Yeah,
can hear
you're
him.
just not very loud, but I can hear you.
I hear nothing.
Will, tilt your head a little to the left. All right, try again. Wait, why are you doing it too?
The headphones aren't in sync, therefore he can't hear it.
He definitely can't hear now because he doesn't have headphones on.
Yeah.
He's on the phone.
The man's way too busy.
Is it right, really? None of y'all are absolutely certain about what's going on with the magic on the stone, but from what you gather, the stones on the wall that the ancients made are using fire magic, fire stones.
Can't do any roll.
What was that, Hatala?
Can't do any rolls proper. Let's see if I can do them here. My little shortcuts weren't there. Is everybody having to do rolls from somewhere else?
I had my character sheet open already.
So you're having to do it from character sheet.
All of our characters are on the screen right now.
Yeah, but the little shortcut
It
thing
doesn't.
isn't there.
The thing on the top's not there. I have mine that's on my hotbar. My bottom.
Yeah, you had to make that, right?
The
Mhm.
skills aren't showing up for you guys?
Whoever did that. Yeah, none of that stuff across
Secret
the top.
entrance swamp. No.
Because I see. Try clicking your character's token again.
I've clicked it so many times.
I double clicked my character to open my character sheet. I can jump to a different.
I've tried jumping already too,
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
and it doesn't work.
Weird.
I've never rolled from the character sheet. I don't even know where to do it at.
What are you trying to do?
I was gonna roll an Arcana check.
It's
From the
the
character
one
sheet?
with the hand, like this.
Ah, I got it. Okay, and then you just click like the number?
The number.
Okay.
Yes. You are very. What exactly were you asking first?
What are you gonna tell me? Sounded really promising.
You are examining the stone, correctly?
Yes, I was examining the
Yes.
stone that everybody
You're
was looking at.
definitely certain that they used that room that uses ancient fire magic to empower things. That is how they power all these lamps. They were made in that room.
Okay.
So they don't have firestones in them, but they were energized by a firestone long ago. That's why they've faded slightly over time. Your guess is back in the day when they first were created, they probably were like regular daylight.
That's cool.
These three on the wall here. Can we tell that there's any kind of like age difference between when they were one destroyed, one was mangled out, and one was smoothly removed?
It's too hard to tell. The only thing you do note is the one that was smashed off the wall. It was smashed out of the ancient stone and actually broke some of the stone.
That's almost just as worrisome.
Based on what y'all know, that means either the person was extremely powerful or they were using a tool that was empowered with one of the stones.
Because I think the only person we've ever seen that can do that was Lastigius. Lastigius?
Stitches.
All right. You notice a little bit further down, there are 2 piles of bones on the ground as well.
How big are these bones?
Person sized.
Can we investigate them closer?
Yep. You can see each of them have carvings and runes on them like they were part of a skeleton that had been raised once.
It's like Arcana, right?
Yeah. Someone used arcana, not religion, not holy magic to bring them up back from the dead.
I think somebody did some voodoo on them things. That's about all I know.
Yeah, food. We get Jeff's headset thing figured out. I see you're still muted on screen.
Did you mute him?
We're hearing him just fine.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
You muted him yourself.
I did. I did that when Charles was doing it.
Yeah, I sober muted him so that he just couldn't send to anyone.
That's all I have to do not to hear Jeff.
Yeah. I was wondering if it was because I changed my mics and you had adjusted the volume to.
He literally was a little quieter back when you were saying it, so I'm like, is it just like the volume messed up? What?
And I just switched my mic, so
I didn't know how he couldn't hear him, but he could hear us, though. That didn't make sense.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Wait, he rolled a 20 and he was thinking on things, so I figured I'd ask the question.
What was the question?
Y'all were
About the
examining
headset.
bones.
Oh, okay. I was like,
It's
Are we-
highly probable that we killed them. Needip
we
killed
killed-
them.
that we killed the bones?
Needip.
We killed Needip?
No, Needip killed the bones that were
Like
already
when we
dead.
dispelled the magic that was holding
Yeah.
the bones together.
Yep. Dispel
I see what
magic
you're saying.
first.
You
It hits
dispelled
everything in an area.
everything. How come you don't do that like anytime we go to a place?
Yeah.
I cast silence on Hitala. Anybody else have questions about my magical usage?
she's still going.
I forget she knows sign language. Quick, cut our hands off.
Not that y'all understand that anyway.
Quick, she's throwing gang signs.
Put her down. Put her down.
Shoot her.
All right. So, your guess is he's been making skeletons down here.
He's been cheating too. We do it the old-fashioned way.
With acid?
We just kill him.
Yeah, they just wait.
Usually a big hammer, but
Okay.
a big hammer and copious sword strikes.
So I think we're good here. We just keep on going.
Yep.
All right. You notice 2 other paths coming together, going this way, and from one of the other paths, you see a dead, very large lizard with a rock that has crushed it from above.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a rock in its mouth. I don't know why.
Traps, folks. I feel this is a trap.
That
From
was a
the
trap.
from
It's
the
not going to do anything anymore.
from my detectiving, I have determined this. So I have saved the team this time.
Just go
Identified it.
grab the wallet under
I'll-
there that has a rookie baseball card and says Oswald Cobblepot or whatever his name was. That's not it. That's definitely the wrong name, but it's similar.
Because
Yeah,
that's
that's the penguin.
No, I think Cobblepot's right. Let's see.
Because Oswald Cobblepot is the penguin.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yep.
Chester Copperpot. It was very close.
Ah.
I'm missing the
Mhm.
reference though.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
When it's the booby traps, the big
Ah,
rock
it
fell
took-
on him.
Oh,
They
I
find
yeah.
did
his
not remember
wallet.
that name.
We were talking about the Goonies at work today. It's
Booby
just
trap.
crazy.
I
Right.
still haven't seen that movie all the way through.
Shame.
So
Shame.
That's a different problem. We'll deal with that later.
No shame. Just come
Shame.
to my house and we'll watch it. We will remedy.
shall someone else go ahead?
Oh yeah, I got this.
Okay. Well, I identified this one. You can get the next ones.
Okay, that is definitely a trap. You did a good job.
Thank you.
Is that what a trap looks like?
Okay. You are certain that the path ahead of you has one side of the wall with traps on it and one side of the wall without traps.
All right, I will detail that to the group. Does the one trap that smashed the lizard happen to be on the opposite side than I told them?
No, both of the other passages are filled with traps.
This is just a fork, right? So two different ways. It's not multiple.
This is where three come together to go forward.
Oh, okay.
And the way forward only has traps on one side.
Then, assuming we just stay on that side, or we go on the other side and we just disarm everything.
Who's
How
the
big is the
fastest?
hallway?
The hallway is about 15 feet across, and it looks like there's a trap every 5 feet, literally. You notice them because they're mostly made of string and they're very visible.
And how long is the hallway?
As far as your night vision can see.
All right, so we can walk on the side where there's no traps, and we can get across the hallway in probably less than half an hour, as a guess at the moment. Or I can disable every trap on the other side, and we can get to the end of the hallway next month.
Actually, now that you're paying attention to the traps, you're fairly certain that even Winky could just step over every one of these because they are not hidden in any way.
I'm not going to tell him that.
They were in the magical darkness.
All right,
Yeah.
so here's my plan. I get on midnight and I just run.
Okay.
Oh God. Here's my
What do you
plan.
think?
I
What do you
watch
think?
him do that.
What do you think?
As he runs down the corridor, he trips every trap wire in the corridor because he's the entire width of the corridor is on midnight.
Mhm.
I know.
He does that, every trap goes off, and a small brick falls from the ceiling behind him every time.
Well, I
And
guess.
then when he's about halfway down the hallway, there's a loud, sickening thud as Midnight runs straight into a brick wall painted like the hallway.
Nice.
And he is launched off and face first into the painting, and he smears his way down.
That was satisfying. I can go to bed.
And he now
Where's the
literally
paint?
has paint covering him because it's still wet.
War
Still
paint, baby.
wet. How is it still wet?
They did a good job in magical darkness.
I'm pretty sure that's our fairy friends, guys.
So are we going the wrong way then? It's fairies? Fairies didn't
No,
want
the
to.
fairies just did the wall. They didn't do the traps. The traps are crap.
Kind of like an
They just did the
inept,
wall.
like an inept wannabe adventure guy might do.
So does this hallway
Yeah.
dead end, or does it
Let's-
turn left to or
We
right?
put our hand on the left wall and we walk. Or
As the car stands up, a skeleton stands up with him.
Oh, hey there,
Amen.
buddy.
He made a clone. Tell it to have a good day.
see if it's
Have a
mirroring
good day.
you. Do a jig.
You don't have a weapon out. The quickest thing you can do is basically punch it.
Oh, so yeah, I punch it and his head just does a little spins around.
Man, you don't take off somebody else's head. You can only take off your head.
All right. You punch the skeleton, hitting it directly in the chest area, and the entire thing crumbles to dust.
Hey, my chest power thingy's back. Sweet.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
bro.
could have just been an old skeleton.
Yeah, but you remember that one skeleton?
That's I know why you're excited. I just don't want you to get too.
You sure?
Midnight finally stands up, and you notice Midnight has crushed 3 other skeletons on the ground.
Good job, girl.
She's kind of looking at you side-eyed, and one of the eyes is wandering.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't see the wall either.
Yes, you did. You ran right into it.
It looked like a regular hallway, okay?
Oh yeah, that's what made it so spectacular when you hit it.
Now everyone has managed to catch up with him.
Yeah, I kind of pat her on the eye that's kind of wandering. Okay, we're good?
She turns back into a chicken and hops on your back and is angry with you.
Look, I said I'm sorry, okay? Just eat here. Eat the bacon. Just eat the bacon. We'll talk later.
Do you examine them all?
Yeah.
Is this a full like dead end to the hallway?
It's an entire brick wall.
Okay.
I'd like to take a look at it and see, does it look like it's the same construction as the rest of the hallway, or does it
Make
look
your
like it's
perception
new?
check.
All right.
Hey, Winky, is your hammer going crazy? Is this like a door, or what is this?
Why can't I find perception?
All right. You are fairly certain that the wall is made of ordinary stone bricks, like
Okay.
you'd buy at town to build a regular house out of. And they've been stacked with a very poor amount of masonry between them. It's poor enough that a regular hammer could probably bang through this wall without too much effort.
Hey,
This
Winky.
was Brin's attempt to keep people out.
Yeah,
I
but
need,
not a
like,
regular car.
one medium-sized hit, like directly in the middle of this wall.
You know what would take this wall out? A car.
Your sister.
Well, we already hit it with a car.
Hey,
no,
I tried.
it must not
I
be
hit
a
it
big
really
enough
hard.
model.
I mean, we were moving fast.
Your hammer has a slightly unhappy feeling at the wall. Your hammer senses a door but is laughing at it.
It's is it worrisome that your hammer is becoming sentient?
Hit the wall.
You hit the wall, and the
I guess
entire
not.
wall shatters and breaks apart, except for about 2/3 up and in the middle. It has been braced by some trees.
Breathe.
See, that's why I couldn't get through right there.
Yeah, midnight
trees
happened to hit
moved.
right where the trees were braced.
The trees did it. It was the trees.
So
Well, it's
can we
close.
get past the wall?
Well, that
Yes.
would make sense.
The wall crumbled down,
use
and what's
this
left is a
forest.
wooden door and a wooden frame sitting inside what was once the wall.
Is the door locked?
No, it was not locked.
Okay, then I open the door.
Okay. You open the door, and the frame falls down, and you're now just holding a door.
I'll let go.
And it falls down too.
That was a good hit, Wiki.
I didn't do anything.
You notice on the other side where all the bricks and pieces have fallen, at least 2 skeletons have been taken out by the wall falling.
So are they like dust or are they like bones and stuff?
Make an occult check. Car.
Is the tree live?
No, it's just a hunk of tree chunk that's been brought down here.
Okay.
All right, a car. You're fairly certain these are all level 1 skeletons that have been made by someone who just learned how to cast undead.
I relay that to the group.
The only things unique about them is that there are writings on them that are in words you don't understand, but you do understand some of the symbology in it because of your occult lore that indicates that it is about giving commands to the skeletons without them being directly under your command. It's very similar to what the Lich King of the World used, except for he put them in bags inside of each of his skeletons.
And this
These
guy's writing it
are
like
etched to the bones.
what I want to do is the dead skeletons. I want to touch them and see what happens.
They're just piles of bones that are skittering around when you touch them.
Okay.
Hey, a car.
I was just wondering, are they going to turn into dust?
Wash
I
your
was
hands.
checking
They're
the
already
theory.
dust. Wash your hands before you eat, though, buddy.
Well,
I know that
yeah.
you got gloves on, but anything could happen. So,
Don't want to inhale skeleton dust? Yeah, that I get you.
Currently, a car looks like Braveheart.
who's brave?
The movie Braveheart with the blue penguin inside.
I was in character.
The Care Bear.
Ha ha ha.
Nobody can take his freedom. What he really looks like is minx.
I pull out my sword and thrust it into the air. Freedom!
Dude, you should keep that accent. That was glorious.
Really?
Yeah, the rest of the campaign, please.
You have to do one as well.
Okay.
They can take our
Oh,
lives,
dear.
but they can never take our freedom.
All right. Your sword is stuck in the ceiling now.
Dang it!
Watch out for the traps.
You, with effort, pull it back down.
All right, it was all right. Less playing around. All right, can we move on?
You notice, surprisingly, your sword went through the stone in the ceiling fairly easily.
Which means it's either not an ancient stone, or this particular sword can go through ancient stone. Hey, need it? Can you check to see if this is ancient stone?
Need it? You see that hole right there? Can you check that for me?
You're not supposed to be
Russ.
doing my accent.
By Jove, I think
Right.
I will take an extra look at that ceiling. It appears as though it is not as firm as it appears.
But is it ancient stone?
Not as old as your mother, but it is close.
You met my mother,
Are you
and
gonna
you
roll?
talk of her this way.
Yeah, she's old as dirt.
You're gonna get a shin kick for that one.
What role do you want?
Bless your heart.
But Dwarven?
No, Earth.
Earth.
Oh man.
Okay, you can tell that this is ancient stone, but something has drained all of the power out of it.
Okay, I'll let everybody know that it seems to be depleted ancient stone.
I think it's taking our voices and giving us different ones.
Oh, I thought that was just a bit. Are we really doing this?
Huffing too much
All right, let
bone
me.
dust.
It started
You're
as a
banned.
bit, and then it
Accent.
turned into a multiple bits.
It's real.
I guess I could play
We have
Nadep as
spoke
the
the
like
magic into existence.
backwoods bumpkin, as he always
This
was
man
known to
went
me.
from Braveheart to whatever this
Yeah.
is so fast.
Like Gomer Pyle.
Completely gave up on that.
Apparently, Hatala has a thing of helium.
I've just been letting it leak out this whole time.
I don't
Too much
know
gas
Yeah.
leakage,
voice.
Hatala.
Wait. Winky just has his hand on his face, looking disappointed.
We have disappointed Winky.
Saying
That's
something.
bad. Oh, that's
You know, when you let the winky down, it's a bad time.
bad.
So, Nadep, how does ancient stone become depleted?
Well, I think it might be something to do. So we dispelled the magic, right? But ancient stones crafted magically, so I guess in some way magic over time could either be depleted or it could be drained. I don't know.
With
I-
the
I would
amplifier?
I would suggest it's has to do with Brin turning himself into a lich. He probably was soaking magic up in the area, and it just was a byproduct of that.
It's like licking
Well-
salt off the wall.
Yes,
Remember,
I
Brin
could see
did
him doing
manage
that.
to destroy the vault door.
So he was
Because
trying to figure out how to break through anyway.
Well, because he pulled the spire straight through the floor, right? Isn't that
Which
how
is
it broke?
something not even Agamar could do.
Yeah, and Brin didn't do it either. There's no way.
That's the whole point of trying to find Brin. Just like, can you just tell?
Who told
Who
you how
did
to
it?
do this?
Who did this?
Debbie
Who's
did it.
your master?
Debbie couldn't remember the lock code, so he did it.
Who is your
No, I don't think
who-
Debbie didn't do it. Debbie
Oh.
wouldn't have just broke the.
No, we just know that Brin's number 2. We just gotta figure out who number 2 works for.
Who just number 2 work for? But that's a new question in the third line of questioning.
Okay. Anyways, hold on. My chair's. It's not supposed to be able to go back. Stop
Who
doing it.
throws a shoe? Honestly.
There. All right. You notice beyond this wall, there is a table someone has made by growing the crystal up and making a large operating table, where the crystal has been shaped perfectly into a table. And on it is the skeleton of a creature that looks like fire has burned all the flesh off of it. Your guess is this is where he's making the skeletons.
I'm gonna take a closer look see at that.
Are there any gems still here?
You do not see any.
Okay, new theory. Somebody took over Brin's mind and is possessing him.
Well, that wouldn't be very difficult, but
Is your only hang up that Brin couldn't actually execute this? Is that,
I mean, he could just be being manipulated, which I could see him go along with that too.
What if the body was possessed?
Yeah.
You're good with that? So we'll just still refer to it as Brin until we figure out what the
I'm fine
consciousness
with that.
sign is.
All right. Your perception, you're certain that this skeleton has been prepared and ready. It has already been prepared for burial at some point, but it has now been prepared for animation.
Okay. So what you're saying is that like it was dead and was brought here and then prepared for this, or
Your guess is this thing was buried somewhere and then brought here.
okay, that so dead previously brought here to be used for this purpose.
Correct.
Okay, I'll kind of let everybody know that they're stealing bodies from graves.
Why can't he just be normal and steal bodies for graves to learn how to draw their muscles and tissue? Gosh.
I know.
Grave robbers.
Yeah, every one of these skeletons so far has been obviously human.
Take a closer look at the body. Is there anything else on it? Do we see the same inscriptions we've been seeing already, or
The inscriptions haven't been completed yet on this one. They've been
Okay.
started. The only thing you see is a small hand tool for making the inscriptions.
take a closer look at that? See
It's
maybe
just
if
a
it's
sharp
magical.
piece of crystal. It looks like it was grown from the crystal and broken off, and is a hand tool for making the etchings. And then there's a little container of powdered metal to be put into it.
Okay. So it's not necessarily magical per se, but it's
No.
made of a magical material.
It's made of an incredibly rare magical material because even the lich that came here before couldn't break off pieces.
Okay.
Put it in
So
your
I
bag of
want it-
holding.
I'll put that in my pocket. I wonder if I
Guys,
can use it
I'm
to
starting to
magically
wonder
craft
that.
some stuff.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Peg. What were
No,
you
you're
saying?
good.
What'd
I'm
you
just
say?
wondering if I can magically craft with this. I mean,
That'd be cool. I'm starting to think that this isn't Brin, but something more powerful.
again with the doubt for Bren. I mean, geez.
Brin may blew up his mind already once.
All right, Jim, you just got to get all of these
I've
20s out of the
only met
way
guy,
before any
I've
kind
only
of
met the
battle
guy
happens.
like twice, so I've seen him around the tree. Yeah, I've only met him like twice, so I don't really have, Truly, the most I know about the guy is what you guys have been telling me.
I'm gonna take a closer look at those symbols.
Okay. All right.
So this one has more demonic stuff than the other one. Yeah.
You said more demonic stuff?
Like the other ones were arcane, this one, half of it's demonic.
Maybe they were just getting bolder with their inscriptions? I mean,
Yeah. The other
Or
ones
did-
weren't too powerful, so
or maybe that's what caused the problem. Maybe that's why they weren't able to finish this one. Was they couldn't handle the power?
No, what happened was he got all pissy about the fact that he couldn't have his girlfriend and decided to
Make
go
his
off
own?
the deep end.
Oh,
I don't know. Is this a female?
I look at the pelvis.
You don't know anything about medical, so you have no idea.
I take a 50-50 shot and say no.
Can I take a look at it?
You
you guys
can.
got it.
Again, you've never studied the bones of someone to know what's the difference between a male and a female's bones.
All right. I'll go with that.
You got this, Akar.
So,
Medicine check, go.
Medicine check. Better be a good one. That's pretty good.
Right. You are fairly certain that this is a young woman.
I think your hypothesis is correct there, Hatala. This is a female. He was trying to make a new girlfriend.
Can we see if there's anything else around the room? Maybe tell us more about what he was attempting to do.
Make another perception check. Anyone who wants to look.
Looking.
Okay. You do not see anything specific, but you do notice that there is a lot more materials lying around that the brickwork has dislodged. It looks like he may have had shelves on the backside of the wall that he made.
Should we look through the materials and see if there's anything that stands out?
Yeah, now that you have an area to look in specifically, you can all make other perception checks again.
Broke the shelves. Dang it.
Jeez.
Good job, Winky. An area of specificity.
Just a pile of garbage.
Okay. Y'all can't find anything specific to give you any major clues, except for there is a lot of more expensive reagents lying around, like they were going to be doing a lot more alchemical processes to the skeleton.
Who's got alchemy? Does anybody do alchemy? Atala does alchemy? Atala, did any of these ingredients look like specific to anything you know?
That one's water.
Good. All right, I kind of got that one.
That one kind of looks like urine. Not really sure.
If anybody's gonna know what urine looks like, it's him. Oh. I don't know if anybody watched that one roll, but it was tricky.
Yeah.
I pull out my dagger, turn it into a mace, and hit the skeleton that's coming up from behind me.
Roll your attack.
Hold on, I gotta figure out how to do that. From
I think
here.
you can just roll a d20.
Was there really a skeleton coming out from behind you?
I've been telling Charles that I was looking for things sneaking up on us.
Alright.
Ah.
You turn around and swing, and your mace just literally obliterates it till there's nothing left.
Hey, you have death touch too. Cool.
Oh, I definitely laughed straight up out loud.
I guess technically it's more of blunt touch, but all right.
Yeah, but a car refuses to believe it.
And that's all that you see around you now, Hatala.
All right.
That's
If
cool and
y'all-
all, but
If y'all want to try to look into the wall area more, you're actually going to have to spend like half an hour cleaning up the area to see what all's there.
Nah, we were trying to find Brin. We don't need to spend too much time on this.
Okay.
I mean, I'm okay with any other thoughts on that, but that's what I feel like.
No, I mean, I feel like I've gotten enough that he was going to be doing something else than just animating a skeleton here. Not really care what he was doing at this point, unless somebody else has something.
I started to say this earlier and then forgot to finish the thought because if someone else was talking. But I meant to comment that I had taken out chalk and had been marking along the way because it was so mazy.
Mhm.
Amazing.
Okay. Now continue down the hallway.
But guys, I'm starting to get a feeling like when we approach the crystal. You're muted, Core.
Such good timing. I said grab his leg.
I happened to look up and I saw your mouth. I was like, he did it again.
This is how Nita always feels.
No, man, I don't really feel a pull. I feel the sense of a crystal, like the one under the tree.
Hmm.
I wonder if he's taken part of the crystal from under the tree and or either grown it or has brought it here.
I lick my finger and put it up in the air, and we could be close to it.
There's no wind.
Oh, there's wind.
Yeah, Hatala mentioned all the gas she had earlier.
Hey, Nita, stop that.
All right.
That's on point in itself.
I didn't need to burn a spell slot for that noxious cloud.
Nice.
But you might need to burn one to clean your shorts.
Yes. Prestidigitation is not going to fix that one.
Yeah, it doesn't get rid of the smell. It'll clean it, but it doesn't get rid of the smell.
I need a full mend.
Incinerate.
All right. You are noticing that the walls in this area have started to buckle and bulge at certain points, and all the ancient stone in the area around you is starting to crumble.
What horrible timing. Like, it's been falling apart for this long, and we just happen to get here when it's falling apart.
No. It's not like crumbling and falling apart. You can see that it's no longer the solid stone that you've been walking past so far.
Gotcha. Not like active disintegration. Like,
It's not in the middle of collapsing. It's already collapsed partially.
gotcha. Well, guess we just continue on. I mean, down the path. Trying to catch old dude, right?
As you're walking, Nita, suddenly a burst of fire hits you on the leg for 1 point of damage.
Ouch.
Ew.
Can I try and figure out where that came from?
Yep. You see a completely hidden and non-detectable trap that you just sprung.
Oh.
The trap was made really well, but it was very, very ineffective.
It's just like stepping on a lighter.
Yeah.
Does anybody else smell singed dog hair? Oof.
Well, I think we're about to get into some areas with some more hidden traps, but I don't know how much damage they're going to be. Atala, you want to take a look at the front?
I look at midnight.
Do it again. Watch for walls.
She pecks you in your face.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Not again. Got it.
All right. You notice that there are more traps now, and they seem to be haphazardly strewn about the area, and they're all magical spells.
They all seem to be traps. How many times can you do that? Dispel magic.
I mean,
I mean, I may not need to because it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, but it also seems like we're outside the radius or whatever.
I mean, I can cast it like 3 more times at basic level, and then I can heighten it for. We're good. I'll cast Dispel Magic.
What's the
In the
range?
hallway.
Like, can you get them all with one shot? That'd be cool.
In this case, it does a 20-foot area.
That's
When he
not
does
the
it.
right one.
Ah, we lost a Winky.
Yes, with that spell, you can just know where all the traps are.
Okay.
There.
Yeah, there.
Do we
So,
sense Winky
Corey-
coming back? Oh, Mo's gonna go check on him.
So, Corey, you marking the traps with the chalk so we know where not to step.
I'm just pointing them out.
He just had a blue screen, so
Oh no. Let me see if I can flop over to the other. Okay. Is it right? Yay! I got you. I just would have to fix it.
Sorry, guys. I couldn't find Winky.
Appreciate the attempt.
Yeah, I don't know where he went.
I'm doing some on the fly adjustments. But yeah, I call out the traps as we go.
Okay. With your cantrip, it's fairly easy to dodge them without any real effort because they're not hidden. They're not placed strategically. It's like someone just randomly around. I'll take one here and one here and one here.
Panicked, running down the hallway, just casting. Ah!
And
You even see one of them about halfway up the wall on each side.
you do a little limbo on this one. Oh!
He's back.
Hey!
Oh!
Back again.
Winky's back again.
I found him.
All right. So a little bit further down the hallway, you're noticing now that the walls have almost started to become twisted, and you can see whatever magic was in the walls is now gone, and instead the walls are beginning to crystallize like the spire.
Is this what I was sensing, or is there something?
The sense is getting stronger.
The Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense. I see dead people.
Yes, we know.
We killed a few of them back there.
Exactly.
We tried talking to him before too.
You just straight up punched him without even asking.
Hey, I did say hi, and he didn't answer.
He's so
So
rude.
I figured the best option was just to, I
You
didn't
want
think he
some-
was going to disintegrate.
Do you need something, Winky? You're
t-
muted.
It won't let me summon back in the Winky on
Oh,
Forge.
let me put Winky.
Yeah, get it out of here.
All right, now you should be able to sign in. Yeah, whenever it hard kills you like that, you have to let me.
Yeah.
I forgot that I have to boot you out afterwards.
Get out of here.
I think Core is the only one that's found that out before.
Is that the day of the kicking of the cord?
No, because we stopped playing after that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because the whole thing, it's just it's just everything shut down. Full destruction.
All right. Now you're noticing that there is a pulsing of energy throughout the area too. You can feel almost like a magical pulse running through this chamber. And it's starting to open up. It doesn't look like you're in a hallway anymore. It looks like it's just organically opening up into a room now.
Watch out.
You saying we feel the pulse in the air, or that the black crystal is actually like pulsing like a vein?
Like energy is pulsing through it.
Okay.
Like waves of power.
Does it seem like was slow at first and is speeding up, or is it just we're getting closer?
The waves are getting stronger in the direction you're going, but they're not coming away from it, they're coming towards it.
Sucking in some more of that ancient stone.
Possibly. That would make sense.
I'm starting to get worried about our magical weapons at this point.
Well, wasn't ancient stone was made with creation powers, right? So if there's creation power still lingering there, maybe he's trying to.
Oh yeah, so magical traps didn't have the magic removed from them, so it's not all magic. Okay, I see where you're going with that.
Key and Core, you notice that you're not feeling quite as strong as you used to.
Not feeling so hot. Yeah, I passed that on to the rest of them. Does it feel like like I'm losing some of the like magical devices I have on, or is it the creation energy, or just regular strength?
Hold on. It feels like you just almost like you're not quite as strong as you were before.
Or check your belt.
I don't have a belt on,
Not how the belt works.
and I feel like all my stuff is just heavy. I've always been weak, so I don't think it's that.
Yeah, I remember way back in the day
Everything
when
just
first met you, could only like carry like one dagger.
yeah, it was pretty bad. But right now, everything just feels extra heavy. Is it? Do you think there's like a pull on the stuff?
Now that they're talking about it, everyone feels like they're getting heavier.
Yeah, I feel it too.
I don't know what you're talking about. Lead-up's like visibly sweating from the strain, but like not gonna.
I want to try walking, I guess, back down the hall a little bit. The way we came, just see if my strength returns. I'm trying to gauge whether I'm losing energy permanently or if this is a closer we get situation.
I'm
All right,
definitely
you
gonna
do that.
follow him.
I'll walk a little bit closer and see.
When you turn around, you no longer see a passage there.
Like it's a wall or
Like the chamber ends right behind you.
whoa.
I'm gonna go up to it. I want to touch it.
I cast Dispel Magic again.
Boss fight.
Well, hold on that for right now. Is
You
it
can touch the wall
physical?
just fine. It's very sharp though.
Sharp?
Classic boss
It's
fight.
sharp and it's slightly warm. It feels like the crystals just burst out of the ground.
All right. I'm not touching it with flesh, mind you. Just
Yes. You're usually careful about that. Winky?
I want to hit it.
All right. Swing, batter, batter, batter.
Do have
I
follow up as
can't.
well.
It still won't let me in.
All right, I'll swing for you then. All right, you strike the wall with all your might, and the hammer bounces off, and it slings you back a good few feet.
I didn't look good.
Is that what we kind of associate
good.
with like trying to break into an ancient vault?
It's very similar, although the ancient vault doesn't have as much rebound.
Next question is, one of been kind of going through my head of any of the.
Time out for 1 second. I'm sorry. Did y'all ever strike the crystal spire?
I don't think so.
I don't think y'all ever actually
Is that
did.
not how? Didn't Needip do something that?
He,
How did you get the eye in your chest, Akar?
He
He
touched
touched
it.
Nina did some magic, and I think he touched it or
Yeah, I
did
think it was
something.
touch, not a
Okay.
strike.
Yeah. All right. So what were we saying, Core?
I just wanted to try to recall any ancient lore that I may have been going through in my like nightly reading or came and knowing wise. Just am I any?
The only lore about this at all is from the Lich,
Okay.
and you haven't studied much of that.
Okay.
And suddenly, a purple, baleful light lights up the whole room. Like imaginary purple flames light up down the chamber, and on the other end is a large spiked set of crystals in the shape of a throne with a lich sitting on it.
Is it Brin?
He's wearing an Order of the Keys outfit.
Oh Lord.
Let's go say hi.
He's laughing. You fools have fallen into my trap. I will have
Oh no, what will we do? Sorry. Not to him, to everybody else.
And there you notice a skull floating next to him, and the skull is sitting there like, stop being an idiot and fight them.
There's his brain.
All right.
So take out the skull.
You just gotta give it a hug, right?
Yeah, just go touch
Oh
him.
no.
Oh, I guess he blue screened again.
Not Winky. He's the guy that's got the blunt weapon to smack the skull. Be right back. Give me a second.
I just realized me staying still doesn't work because my TV's on in the background.
So did it blue screen again?
Something so.
Yes, he said this has been happening often. It'll blue screen. He has to restart, and he'll have to do it a couple times, and then it'll
That's good
just
for a minute.
not blue screen for a while. So,
That's weird.
I mean, he's been having issues with it for a while. His hard drive that was initially had Windows and everything on it, right here, doesn't work anymore. So he's running off of the extra hard drive we got him before, and had to downgrade his space.
It
Hey,
sucks
Mo,
when
your mic was hot
Right.
again.
What?
Your mic was hot again.
What? Are
No,
you
it
kidding me?
I'm just
Hey,
messing. I'm messing with you.
It wasn't.
I'm messing with you.
It
I'm messing
wasn't.
with you.
I was about to say, I went into Discord and changed it this whole time, and I'm like, how did it? What? Well, because the thing is, it's like for some reason whenever I've set my stuff to defaults, and whenever my computer does its restart, it switches everything. I have
All
to
back
go
to
through and
non-default. Yeah.
Yeah, but like the defaults, I've set up specific defaults for each one of the because you can go through sometimes and break it down, and I'm like, I don't know why it keeps happening that way. Like it's crazy.
Good luck, Winky.
He's back.
So what's the issue with the Nikki's computer?
Hard drive.
Hard drive. Okay.
He's got a case of the
Not the hard
blues.
drive, it's the Windows install.
Huh.
Yeah, the hard drive's fine. Right here. This is not causing a
That
problem
one, but
anymore.
The other one's fine, and the Windows install is just frozen, but it works, so I think you no problems.
Yeah.
All right, did I miss anything during all that?
We killed everybody. It's over.
Over.
R1.
Ah.
Nope.
Proceed into the room. Let's spread out since it's a mage, guys. Might get caught in some AoEs.
Everyone make perception checks if you want.
Oh,
Nah,
I won.
I'm not gonna make one.
Oh, I won.
Oh. Did I get the highest perception? Years.
Yeah.
I am all knowing.
Needip. You notice directly behind his head and on the top of the throne, there's a section of it that is opened up and a golden crown is sitting there.
I want the crown.
This is what I think the ghost
Okay.
from Nita said. Ooh, shiny.
I'm gonna point it out to everybody else. And be like, I think it's important. Maybe we should snatch it.
What it could be is phylactery.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. There you go. Use your mage hand. Grab it.
It's actually not a bad idea.
How close do you need to
Here,
get?
can you sneak in? We'll.
Hold on. Eve?
Also, guys, the skull's demonic. You know.
Oh, we're gonna destroy the skull.
Wait, no. Eve.
We got a lot of demon friends.
Yeah, Eve can make friends.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
Hey, I'm like besties with the.
With the
Really
mountain
Well,
kids.
don't tell him his
Powerful guy.
name.
I don't remember his name, so I can't.
Boyata.
Boyata and that other dude.
I like this. It's all coming together.
Yeah.
So what does he
Perfect.
want? He just wants to continue surviving? What's his end goal?
We can have
What's his motivation?
Eve can take on a floating skull minion.
Yeah.
Yes, I like it. I
I
like
like
it.
it. I like it a lot.
She's got the squirrel, right?
Rat.
Rat.
Squirrel.
You need to apologize to the Duke, sir.
Right now, he
I'm
can
sorry,
talk,
Duke.
and he is offended.
Hold on. While y'all are up bickering with amongst yourselves, the skull yells at him, "Stop playing around and attack!" And gets up and he casts a spell, and it looks like there's a hole in the ground in front of everyone now.
Holy crap! Let's go.
I toss a stone into the hole.
Yeah, there's not actually a hole. We know this game.
What's that, Charles?
It bounces along the ground that's still there.
Okay.
Yeah, we know this game.
Good job,
I would
buddy.
like to
I will. Yeah.
whisper
Can we,
to
like-
Winky. All right. I know he's not in chat, so this is me whispering to him. Winky, let's teleport up to him. This dimension door next to him.
Ooh.
Are we killing
Peekaboo.
him?
No, kill his
Are we-
body guy. He has to have him for
Dimension door,
something.
do I have to do this by myself?
I'm
Do
with
you
you. I
guys
can do
want
it.
me to hit the
Okay.
head or the not?
Don't kill the skull. Kill the dude.
Gotcha. Here,
We want the
I got this
skull.
on the chair and
Yeah.
him, so I can get the little like
All right.
crown
So
thingy.
so
That's my goal.
Core and Winky are gonna dimension door and like destroy his puppet. Hatala's gonna mage hand the phylactery, and then you're gonna sweet talk the skull.
No, I just
He
cast a
just
spell
finished
at
casting
the
Flame Strike.
Oh,
She's flame
on
strike.
the phylactery thing.
Yeah, she's got a plan
Tommy, you
here.
should have spoke up earlier.
No, you're good. I'm watching. Oh my gosh, I like your approach though. Flame's very right up my alley. Would have done it too. Should I cast fireball right behind it?
Just wait. Hold on.
All right. The Flame Strike hit him and set him on fire.
She was aiming for the crown.
It's an area of effect. It's still going to hit him.
Yeah, it's a 10-foot
Cool.
radius.
Oh, sorry, I missed.
Hold on one second. I'm going to have to temporarily throw a lich down here.
I said temporarily could have killed it.
Well, I'm sure that at this point everyone has realized that he is not actually a threat.
Yeah, the stone bouncing across the ground really sold it for me.
Like, ooh, he's got illusions.
I mean, the traps, that was a lead up, but the stone was
Right,
definitely
right now, y'all. If we just incapacitate him, we just put him in jail forever.
Should I just encase him in stone except for his face?
Kind of
Just
horror
just
torture
sink
are
him
you
into the
trying to
wall.
pull on someone?
We're just gonna sink him into the wall so it can be a warning to others.
Why everyone went insane in Orm?
That's right. They were stuck and they couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Not to mention, you can't embed someone into something when magic can just be used to get them out eventually.
Eventually. See, he wouldn't go insane. Someone might save him.
All right. So you manage to do a bunch of fire damage to him, and you knock the crown off of the throne, and it starts rolling across the floor.
I want to run for it and try and grab it, but I'm too short and fat.
Before
so-
you said that, the other two said that they were teleporting.
Oh yeah.
So, dimension doors, where are y'all going?
Well, initially we were going
I wanna-
for. Go ahead, Winky.
I want to go right behind the school and put it in a bag.
Just throw the skull in a bag. Are you gonna
I
put it in the
read
bag of holding?
No.
Don't put the magical skull in the bag of holding. It'll blow up.
Okay. And where are you going, Core?
Roll Tide.
War Eagle.
I was going next to. Gosh, I guess I would have seen the flame before I teleported, or did they happen simultaneously?
Simultaneously.
All right. Well, I was going next to Lich.
All right. So you appear right by the Lich as the fire dies down, and he's still on fire.
I want to snatch him off away from. Basically, I'm getting him in a grapple hold so he can't do magic. Is what I was going for.
Okay.
Does Core get set on fire because the Lich is on fire?
Core loves
Good question.
fire. Core lives for fire. Are you a pyro?
I wonder about this group being a pyro because you guys try to set me on fire way too often.
Hey, I'm back here chilling. I'm just observing, and I'm, waiting
Were you
for.
around when we did the experiments?
Okay.
Yes,
Make
that
a
was
fort-
one of my first sessions. Yes, I
Fortitude.
think it actually might have been my second session when we went back to the room.
I have never tried to burn
Okay. You grab him and fling him around like you're trying to get him into a grapple. And as soon as you fling, you become paralyzed and flop down holding him.
All right, achieved.
Grapple hole achieved.
You are now completely paralyzed, though.
This is the scenario. Who's up next?
Does that happen if he gets a success?
No, if he had ignored that, he just would not have been paralyzed.
Are you talking about the Juggernaut, where if it's a success, you get a critical success instead?
Yeah.
Yeah, he failed.
It was a funny outcome, so I'll accept it.
No, it's good. I was just making sure that I understood what happened here.
Yeah, he failed his resistance to the paralysis.
Because that's a pretty high roll.
Yep.
Well, this guy's can't really do anything to us, so
Sorry, Cora, I didn't put that on my spell list today.
Winky, you appear behind the head, but you have to make a strike with your hammer first.
Oh.
So swing with the hammer.
can I swing it into the bag?
No, you have to swing at him because it's part of the action to teleport.
Oh, it's
Your
still
hammer-
29.
Your hammer goes right through because there's nothing there.
What?
It's an illusion.
But you see scrambling as a demon is trying to run away from the back of the throne.
Can I run and hit that thing?
Yeah. That you hit. Critical regular strike.
Guys, I'm gonna accidentally kill this guy. I probably killed him.
All right, you smash him and he goes flying across the room and smacking into the wall.
Once I saw the demon appear and fly across the room, I want to mount Midnight and run after to head it off.
Midnight refuses.
The car's gonna run after, be like, ah, and then just in frustration start running after the demon.
Okay. And then Hatala, that leaves you.
I'm concerned about the crown. Has Neetup gone after it?
Nope, not yet.
Okay, then I'm going after the crown
Okay.
to try and at least get it into my possession.
All right. You make it to the crown and can pick it up.
I do.
All right. Hit it. Your final action.
So we have old dude still running away in demon form, right?
He got smacked against the wall.
He's probably on the floor.
Or sliding down the wall, one of the two.
Okay. Where are they? Where are my tingly tangly branches that I can cast?
Tingly, tangly branches he can cast.
Right here. Tanglefoot. I want to cast Tanglefoot on the demon kid thing
All right.
to hold it.
You cast Tanglefoot, and it is immobilized completely.
All right.
You're just bullying this little demon.
I think we got the situation handled. Eve, we're going to follow your lead. What do we do next? Your plans worked so good so far.
Well, Kvor's got that handled, so we'll just leave him.
Okay.
Was
Is the demon guy like conscious or not?
I haven't looked yet, but I've got him tangled up over there in some roots. Should we go talk to him?
Why not?
Do you want to do good cop, bad cop? I'll be good cop and you can be bad cop, or how do you want to do that?
I don't know if I can be a bad cop. I'm not.
All right, okay. Well, I'll just let you talk to
While
him.
anything else is happening, I'm casing the room to make sure there's not anybody else hiding.
Okay. The only thing you find is a stack of coffins.
Stack of coffins.
Yep, probably about 10 of them.
That's worrisome. I'm gonna hang the crown on my belt, and I want to inspect the coffins.
All right. While you're inspecting the coffins, Core starts very slowly flying around the room.
That's
With Brin? Am I still?
Well, you're holding Brin.
Brin is cast fly and is trying to fly away.
Can I pull them down?
Yeah, they're just kind of
Floating.
around.
Brin, you're in your own trap, buddy.
Can you take the bag and just like swing it around like this?
I wanna tie a rope to Core's foot so there'll be like a balloon.
A lasso.
You just tie him to your belt.
You have managed to subdue all the creatures. What do you do now?
I will remain paralyzed.
Okay.
When I get to the demon, I'm gonna put my blade on his throat and wait for Eve and Nadette.
As you get there, it's showing you images of bags of gold and treasures and offering them to you.
We already got those. Thanks, though.
Yeah, yeah. I can get that any day. I know. I'm more worried about you. You just stay fast.
What do you do? The core balloon is still slowly trying to get away, but not going very far.
Core balloon.
Am I fully paralyzed, or can I talk at all?
I'm saying you can speak.
All right, I'll be, I guess, trying to conversate with Bran. Just like, why? Why did you do this?
Can you undo it? Is it like a?
I think he means like the whole thing, not just the flying.
We'll see how Bran responds.
I'll kill you! I'll kill you! That's all I can. He's trying to slowly fly you towards the ceiling.
Okay.
Like he's trying to, and you eventually, because the rope's got just enough room, that he flies up. There's like, bonk, bonk. Why won't you die?
Why are you a lich now?
I'll get my revenge.
On Boom.
You!
Oh, revenge on us? What do we do?
I think you're kind of stuck there, but I don't think you're gonna do anything.
Buddy, this is really exciting and everything, but we got things to do. We need you to calm down just a little bit.
I mean, I take him lightly for sure, but the fact that he has committed atrocities in this town is definitely got me upset. So
Oh,
the
do I need
joking
to-
thing, like, it's not a joke.
Core and Brin disappear and reappear across the room.
Is my rope still tied to Core's foot?
It's just fell off because it's not there anymore.
Wow.
Can we grab
All right.
Brin by like the eye holes? Like,
Bulk.
They literally went like 100 feet.
All right, Brin, if you don't get down, I'm going to destroy this crown.
does he come back like a beat puppy?
Nope. He's
Destroy
now
it.
going slightly faster, trying to hit Core against the wall slightly harder.
So this is either not his phylactery or he can't hear me.
Or he's dumb.
Well, that is a given. So
Just break the crown.
Eve,
I don't
do I
really
kill
want to
this
just
demon?
kill him. I would prefer to bring
No.
him to the town and have them properly. Well, not just like do a proper, like, this is the person who has killed the people. He's turned himself into a lich. A lawful execution or something.
How do you lawfully execute a floating head?
The floating head didn't exist.
It was a trick by the demon.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
Nita, I'm just gonna turn your head to like.
Oh, I feel like an idiot. My bad.
Currently, the
this.
demon is offering everyone in the room any amount of treasure they want to let him go.
Okay, I'll let you go. Hey
He
guys,
even
I'm gonna let
said,
him go, and then you catch
can
him.
keep your souls. He doesn't care about that. He just wants to go home.
Do we banish him?
Clear your brain. Don't think of
Well, if he's
anything,
gotta go home on
Anita.
his own.
He'd be a willing
But
person to banishment. You wouldn't even have to roll. But we
Why would
also
I
wouldn't
waste
get
this
any
spell?
we wouldn't get any information either.
That's true.
I can just call up.
Why
my
is he
friend
here?
too, and he can deal with them too.
Mm.
Just
Is that worse than what we would do?
Probably.
hey,
Out of our hands,
once
but we
he's
get the
not here,
information.
We could use that as a threat to get information, and then
He
do it
hears all
anyway.
this, right? So we don't have to explain this to you, right?
I mean, they're both giving up so quickly.
hey.
Well, actually, Brin is not giving up. That dude is fighting hard.
Yeah,
He's just too
Core,
dumb
are
to
you
stop.
good?
It's just unfortunate that he's incompetent.
would bind undead help us?
Maybe.
I would do it, but I can't do manipulate spells right now.
Is he moving?
If I do the hand components with Core's hands, can he cast the spell since he can speak? Move his hands forward.
Although, frankly, I would absolutely love in one of those animated things to see someone do that.
You think about the spell, I'll move your fingers.
But can Core still talk? If he can still talk,
Yes.
can he mouth the words?
Well, yeah, unless he has to do movements of the hand.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
Yeah, vocal
If
and
it's
somatic.
if it's only vocal, he can do it. If it's somatic or anything else, he can't.
Which I'm having a little trouble because they changed some of the verbiage. Now it's like concentrate or manipulate is still. Oh, there's on auditory.
All right, I'm definitely interested in what's in these coffins, but I really want Core out of the air. But if he can like teleport or something, he can just
knock the other
teleport
guy
back
out.
out. Can you? Can you knock a lich out?
Never tried.
We can definitely remove its arms and legs.
Well,
Yeah.
you can defeat the Lich if you have his phylactery, and he will just reappear at the phylactery later.
Right. So I thought it was the crown. We need to make sure we know what that is first. Hey, what's your phylactery, Brin?
It is still Brin. It could be his phylactery. We don't know.
He might
Well,
tell us. Hold on.
I'm gonna go ask the demon
Phylactery. This crown is a really good phylactery. Great choice.
What are you asking the demon, Winky?
if he knows what this dude's phylactery is.
He's like, that moron put it right behind him.
Oh,
So
this.
It is the crown? Or
I
is it
told
the
him to
whole?
hide it. He said, why? It's too pretty.
It is the crown. Okay.
So if he's a moron, why are you working with him?
Because he can manipulate a moron.
I'm trying to get brownie points with my boss.
Who's your boss?
He named some unknown demon that you've never heard of.
But we now have the name of that demon.
Yep.
Cool.
His name.
I probably know his
Is,
boss, right?
Y'all can tell that this is a lowly, one of the demons that offers deals. Basically, their job is to find mortals who are weak-willed and easy to manipulate, and manipulate them into doing atrocities so that they will go to hell.
So that's why he went to him.
I definitely am not a fan of this demon.
He's probably almost dead. We hit him really hard.
I can just push this blade and it'll be done.
I don't think.
What?
And then if he pops back up,
I,
he'll pop
I
back
have
up.
my blade. I have my blade on his throat right now. That's
to the demon.
Yes.
Oh.
Why? He can't move.
Oh,
You're not asking him anything. I'm just gonna hold this here.
I mean, you asked him stuff. He's holding the knife to him. You asked him. He answered.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yes. And he can recognize a cleric from across the room.
Eve, what do you want to do with the demon?
I mean, I don't want him to go out and ruin people's lives, and so they go to hell.
So end it.
So would he send him? Do we banish him, or do we just take him out?
He's defenseless right now.
Cut off his toes, send him to hell.
So banish him.
Cut off his toes?
Do you want to call one?
That is
one of your
sadistic.
demon buddies? You want to call your demon?
Yeah.
buddy?
You're already falling into his exactly what he tries to get people to do.
Cut off his toes? That's so weird.
Who said that?
Eve.
Was it you?
No, Winky said it. He said cut his toes off and send him to hell. And I said, why would you do that?
That's what I thought happened until Winky started gaslighting the situation. What's
Wait,
up,
when did I
bud?
do that?
So what do y'all
What time
do?
of day is it? Is it like...
It's later in the day.
I'm just going to cast banishment.
Okay.
He's not going to help us out.
I mean, he helped
You
us
banish
out.
him back to his home dimension.
We know what the phylactery is.
It's pretty obvious.
And at this point, Brin is sitting there going, who is that imp?
Oh, that was Charlie. And Charlie said that you should stop doing what you're doing because the floating skeleton head has been dispersed and it no longer will control or threaten you. And Charlie said that he's sorry that the master manipulated you in this way, and that you should give up on this endeavor. You should apologize to the people in the town and live a life of servitude to help others from prison, probably.
And if not, he's going to cut your toes
Give
off.
me what he promised.
Well, what did he promise? He didn't tell us that.
The power to get revenge on you.
Oh, we feel the revenge. It's worked.
Your survival will be
revenge.
revenge enough.
No.
What is this?
You all
Yes, and
hear. You hear a. Excuse me, everyone.
Yes.
What is going on? I am totally confused here. I've been staring at this castle for weeks, and now what the heck are you guys doing?
I'm confused now.
Who are you?
We're defeating a lich.
Hold on a second. And you hear a doorway open up behind you, and the Lich King comes in.
Of the
Walks up.
world,
Yes.
Our Lich King.
Yes.
Osmandius.
Yeah.
Prince.
He comes in. What? Yeah, it's a Lich.
Ish.
Is he a baby?
Did you say is he a
Yes.
baby? That is affirmative. If that's what you
It's
said.
an ugly baby.
Well, I mean, like mind-wise, yeah, but yeah.
He's a baby lich.
He was just created. Oh, what a. Oh, that is the most pathetic one I have ever seen.
Yeah. Not only that, I don't think he fully understood what he was doing when he did it. So, yeah.
It's understandable. I can't fault him on that.
Well, he's dead
I mean,
now. So.
technically, I don't know how he did it because I haven't done it, but here I am.
What? How did you just show up all of a sudden? By the way,
Oh, learned a new spell.
is it creep up behind people?
Teleportation.
Oh.
Anything I see, I can teleport to.
Oh, and you were watching us?
Yep.
Okay.
I was watching the Goodyear blimp over there.
Who's the Goodyear blimp?
Oh, wait,
Oh.
sorry, I don't know that term.
He just went genie on us.
Sorry, I couldn't think of anything else to say in mind.
Wait, what is
At least I didn't say the bad year blimp over there.
Put him.
That's another movie reference. Anyways.
How do we deflate him? Or is he down now?
I mean,
you don't deflate him. He is using a levitation spell. Would you have to take out the guy who's using the levitation spell?
Take him out to dinner? You're going to take him out?
I'll put my dagger back in my pocket.
That would be some sweet revenge. If Brin, if you took Winky out to dinner, that would feel like revenge.
Totally.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody made this joke.
It's got to be a good dinner. It's got to be a good dinner.
Winky, what?
Nobody's made that joke when somebody said take out the skull.
Oh yeah, that would have actually been the good point to do that one.
But as soon as I say something, you guys are bullies.
I'm sorry, Winky.
I'm not.
All right. So the Lich King is sitting there like, what? I just don't. Hold on a second, and he casts silence on the guy because he's just still babbling about he wants revenge. He's like, oh, God, he was so annoying.
No, bro.
Do y'all know him?
Not really.
Unfortunately,
he's been a thorn in our side.
Yeah, I mean, Hatala was the closest one.
Acquaintance. I've passed him a couple times.
He's like a pebble in our shoes.
Does that remind Cora of the pebble in his shoes? Or whatever it was?
Flashbacks, he just starts swinging his axe.
Okay.
Swinging his sword.
All right, so I just, what is going on? Okie dokie. So I'm taking he did the more traditional route and killed innocent people.
Yes, he needs to serve for his crimes against our community.
You have his phylactery?
Yeah.
on the boat.
Wait, he had it in the room with him?
It
He's
was
not.
literally above his head.
He's not entirely intelligent.
Oh. But with the kind of power he has, he's too dangerous to be allowed to go on. He may not know anything now, but he's got eternity to remember it.
Well, that's true. Technically, one could say that he's killed himself.
Yeah, that's
But
basically how it works.
that's my point. He will serve for his crimes. But I'd like the people to know that this is why it happened.
Hmm.
And
You're gonna need magic manacles then.
do you have them?
That was gonna be my question: is how we lock his power.
I feel like we got a
Um,
pair a long time ago.
You have some really high quality manacles. They're capable of being enchanted, but you don't have any that are anti magic.
Does the Lich Key happen?
No, I don't know anything about making magic items or anti magic. But y'all are some crafty folks. What about your friend?
Debbie
You
is
mean Debbie?
he's also a lich.
Would you believe that he also became a lich?
So the thing is,
In fact, I think you're like the third lich today.
He killed innocent people too. He didn't seem the kind.
no,
Actually-
no, we have to go buy livestock now.
He slowly was leeching life from the livestock. And he probably wouldn't even have killed them if he didn't have to up his timetable because of this.
Didn't think he could do that.
He is very smart. Please don't go find him and figure stuff out.
I'm confused by your statement. but I'll
Only
take it as a
I'm
compliment.
just. You've been very helpful, but you also slightly scare me.
I'm terrified. I'm absolutely terrified.
Understandable.
Not-
I'm awesome. As he does a little twirl.
I'm
You
just
know-
glad you're currently on our side. So
You notice he's wearing a fresh-looking suit now,
Fresh and so clean.
like dapper clothing, but like a gothic style, like kind of like a fancy tux you'd wear to a funeral.
you keep that comedic heart you got there.
He's wearing eyeliner.
I don't have any comedian's hearts. I promise.
I wasn't meaning literally.
They smell funny.
Sorry, the
Oh,
metaphor.
right.
Yeah,
I
more of a
don't.
metaphor.
I try. Just because I don't want to make any of y'all unhappy while y'all are still alive, I'm not killing any people.
Comedians aren't people.
So when we're dead, you'll kill people?
That's our comedian.
Well, you'll be dead, so what would you care? I mean, it's going to take a while because a couple of y'all are half elves and dwarves and, well, whatever you are now. And technically, you don't even have souls, so you're never going to die.
Oh,
Oh well, yeah.
we're never gonna let you down.
Wait a minute, have y'all tricked me?
I'll die.
Wait, I didn't know we were. No,
Well, that's fine.
maybe unintentionally.
We'll say her lifetime then.
You can't change
Well,
the
then-
She's
contract
still a half
now.
elf. She'll live longer, so. Besides, I'm actually having fun. Monsters are fun enough.
I think you might possibly find it possible, maybe, to find goodness and stuff.
And help people with your death powers.
Mostly I just do research and then watch people because it's fun.
Wouldn't it be nice to watch people succeed and grow and get better,
I
like
usually
you have with us? What was
I
that?
usually change the channel.
What have we succeeded?
Okay, that must be why he's still watching us.
Y'all are hilarious. I love it.
Maybe it's because of the drama.
I
And
slap,
never knowing if you're going to live another day or not.
slap a car.
Ow!
So is
This
uh,
thing
What's
can
that
take
for?
out a whole wall.
Yeah, speaking of walls, is this thing still pulsing?
Pulsing has died down now.
Still feel weak or anything?
You do not feel any stronger, but you do not feel like you're getting any weaker anymore.
So did we pinpoint that we were actually feeling weaker and that it wasn't just the stuff we had was getting heavier?
At this point, you're fairly certain all of you have now a -1 to your strength modifier.
Forever.
You don't know.
If it's forever,
Winky,
that's the only stat I have good stuff in. So
destroy the throne.
Right now he's like the rock eater in you see these hands.
Hands.
You see these
Big,
hands.
strong hands.
It has one less stat.
Man, that movie had a really chilling effect on me when I was a kid.
All right. So, anyways, you don't know. Winky can try to strike the throne, but it seems like it's made out of the same crystal as the entire spire.
Do you
can I
have
sit
an?
on it?
What'd you say, Winky?
Can I sit on it?
You want to sit on the throne?
Sure.
Yeah, you want the crown too while you're doing it?
Winky,
What was
walking
that, Talon?
up to the throne.
What? What's Winky doing? I can't see.
If you
I'm
were
pointed the
worried
wrong
about
way.
your strength going down, who knows what that throne might do to your intelligence?
Or your intestines.
Oh.
I believe they needed to sing it as a different type
There
of
are
throne.
10. Oh, you know what? I just realized why there's probably 10 coffins in here. Those are the dead people he's been animating.
Oh, really?
Oh, dang.
Don't say.
He only picked 10?
What a surprise.
I mean, there's only 10 in here. Who knows how many there were? There was what? Like, there was 3 at the wall, maybe 2 when we came in at the beginning.
I punched one.
I hit one with a mace. Well, the punched one was one of the 3.
Chicken killed a bunch. 3, I think.
Yeah, 3. The chicken killed 3.
That's almost 10. There was one on the table.
Yeah, that was 10. Yeah. Pretty sure that was 10.
Oh my god, you guys can do math.
We're good. We're good.
Didn't he take stuff from our vault though? Like, where is that at?
Excellent question. Also, is anyone able to unparalyze me?
Oh, I was actually not worried about that.
You're good. Oh, you still got him grappled.
Yeah.
Question. If we stab him, will it unparalyze him?
I can medic you, but I don't know how to
physical
unparalyze.
contact with the lich, she's going to stay paralyzed because
So
the lich has paralyzing touch.
So can we peel him off without touching? We can't touch the lich. Does anybody have a spatula?
I had tongs.
I got tongs and gloves.
The lich walks over and grabs the other lich and holds him down for you.
Oh, that would work.
Why can't you just take them off and just what?
What are y'all trying to do?
Well,
we would
he's
like to get our friend
paralyzed.
back.
And then he looks at Tor. He's like, "You're stuck. You're like a balloon."
I'm stuck.
Oh, you are the bad year blimp.
I'm gonna try to help Cora off with this idiot.
Okay. So you pull Core off of him?
Okay. Got the learning.
Yes.
When you pull Core off of him, you suddenly notice he's in the middle of casting a very high level spell.
Who is Core?
No, Brin.
Oh. I'm gonna slap him. Wait, never mind.
Focus.
As Brin starts casting the spell, the Lich King just goes and absorbs it.
Again, glad you're on our side. You've been very helpful, but you scare me.
Ooh, what happened to Winky's punch?
I was like halfway there, but then I remembered I can't touch him.
Okay.
Like, y'all are gonna need to like tie him up or wrap him up or use manacles, something on him, because if he moves around, he can still cast spells.
Let's chop his arms and legs off.
Could work.
All right. Get the
I like
lynch
that.
roller down
Scissors.
and just chop his arms off, or just just obliterate his limbs with your hammer. You don't have to cut them off. You
We'll
can
tie a
just
rope around his chest, and then we'll rip
The
his
Lich
arms and
King
legs off.
angles him downward while still holding his feet, steps on an arm, and pulls it off.
Okay, he's got this.
I'm gonna try to chop one with the sword of the other arm.
The other thing we could do is just destroy him and then just bring the phylactery to where we want him to serve, and just chain him up when he hears.
Mm.
Is that how it works?
You
Yeah,
literally
if
kill people
you
with
want,
car.
Kill him real quick, and he'll be back within what, like, is it a day or might be a week? Might be a week.
As you kill him, can
Oh,
you say
that's a fair bit of time. I don't know if I want to wait a week. Although that might give us enough time to make the manacles.
Can't put his leg back on now.
Why'd you take his
I'm
leg
not-
off? He doesn't cast with his legs.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure he
take
took his
his
arm off.
Yeah. Just wanted to participate.
Just wanted to help.
Well, take the other one.
Okay.
got to make it look uniform,
Don't get blood in your fur.
Let's see. Exactly how long does it take for the soul cage?
Where'd you put your phylactery as a crown? It's too noticeable.
He's dumb.
All right. So while
I
he's
will put
figuring that
mine-
out, guys, he's only been here for a little while, right? So,
Yeah.
And the question you asked earlier about where are the gems?
All the stuff he took.
Yeah, Nadep, I don't know if you're able to do the
eyeball look back thing.
eyeball again. I don't know. Is it burning you out? Good.
Team medic, what do you think?
Well, previously you were told the only reason you can use it is because you don't have a soul to pay the price.
That's true. So I guess it's not gonna mess me up.
But I think what we found was that if we try to use it in the same place several times, at some point it just doesn't want to do it anymore.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
It's like it gets tired of that venue.
So one of the things I think we should probably try to look at is when he came into this room.
Okay. We will do the rigmarole to make the eyeball see the thing.
You mean like originally, or like right
No,
after he
I mean,
attacked?
he's
or-
only been a lich for
A day.
so much time, so I'm figuring. Of course, we haven't really looked around for any cubbies or anything.
Or do we want to look around before we just look? Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. You can look as many times as you want through that until it tells you no.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, guys, just so you know, see if this will not be blurry.
Focus. Champagne.
It's not going to
case?
focus because it's set. It's campaign case, probably reversed.
Mm.
Campaign case, a D&D campaign case that has creatures in it,
Mm-hmm.
is at Ollie's for like $2.99. If you're
Yeah.
wanting something like that.
Interesting.
I have not seen it myself. This is image from on the onlines, but I've seen several people posting about it. So
Well, I can walk to Ollie's at this point. Pretty close to where I'm at. Eve, I hope you've got like a giant cupcake you're trying to get.
what she has is some cookies she got from Crumble.
Oh.
Trying
They
to,
were in the fridge, so they are very difficult to cut.
Gotcha.
and they are
Uh,
very good.
Charles, I found this as for Soul Cage. When you're destroyed, your soul flees into the Soul Cage, which rebuilds your undead body over the course of 1d10 days.
Yep. So it could be anywhere up to a week, but you don't know exactly how long it'll be if y'all kill it.
But we could take it out, get the manacles done as soon as possible, put the phylactery into a area that hopefully you can't get out of quickly, and have somebody set up to just go ahead and put the manacles on them.
What if we put the phylactery inside of like a giant steel cage?
Well, I mean, yes, but we have to. Yeah, that works. If we build the cage so that it's designed. I mean, ultimately, my thought is we are going to destroy the phylactery, and he is going to be sent on. But I would like that to be put before Mr. Lakewood and the town and everything else,
Yeah.
so that
He has
they
to be-
understand what happened. It's really not even about him. Maybe he can find some kind of repentance or movement through this, but I feel like the end for him is the end.
Is he dead or is he just limbless?
He's just here.
He's silenced though, right?
Yeah, he's
He's
silent.
currently silenced and has no arms.
Yeah. Part of me kind of wants to figure out what in his brain wants revenge for. Like we took the credit
What
for
do we do? Yeah.
I mean, we stopped him from getting more power
got
because
the
he was doing it
gems.
recklessly. And he did not move up in the ranks of the
Order the keys. Wasn't he
order of the
number
keys.
2 already?
Right.
He could only
He
replace
was high
Lakewood.
in the order, but he probably wanted, but also he could just be upset that we turned Brianna against him. He may see it that way. Not that that's what happened, but that may be his vision on it.
Because Brianna and Mr. Lakewood spends more time with y'all than he does with them.
It's
He's jealous.
All right, so do you use the eye or do you search the room?
Yes. To both.
yeah, because he can use the eye, and we
I'll
can search.
I guess stand watch with the Lich King and
Are we concerned about something? Is the throne magical? Is it doing something? Is that something that we were concerned with? I know that Winky talked about hitting with his hammer at one point for some reason.
well, it's just more
Ooh.
amplifying stone, right?
I never said that.
So, at what point, Charles, did I start using the eye while
you
they're
use
still
the
talking?
eye, that's what you saw
Okay.
while they're starting to look around the room.
All right. So when I kind of come back to, I'm gonna tell everybody. So he came in with a sack and dumped a bag of creation stones onto the throne. He did something magical, and the throne kind of absorbed the stones, and the black spire crystal started to glow, growing from this room. So the throne is a way to grow the crystal, maybe, but it absorbs the power.
What?
It takes creation power to grow the black amplifier.
Mm-hmm.
And he was using the creation stones to grow it and also to absorb from the ancient stones. But you have to be sitting in the chair to do that?
He just kind of dumped
poured
him
it on the
on.
chair.
He just
Or
kind
it's
of
just
dumped
like
him
this
on the
is
throne.
what's so special about this place that
That it has that kind of connection to the spire.
or is it just like the spire was visible here and it was out of the way place?
I mean, we can always ask Brin.
Good.
I don't really want to talk to him because I feel like I'm gonna get angry.
Surprised you haven't been angry already with all the.
You
Yes,
notice he's still cursing away and hasn't stopped cursing since the silence was cast on him.
Can any of us read lips?
He doesn't seem to know he's been silenced.
Well, that's my point. Like, maybe we don't have to actually listen to his voice.
I give it a try, but you get some kind of weird bad lip reading.
Telephone.
Yeah, it's the Yoda in the swamp.
He said bacon, egg, and cheese. I don't know what he's talking about.
Gotta fight off those
It's not
seagulls.
breakfast time, brother.
Or pull out the bacon. He said bacon? You
No,
want
he did
bacon?
not say bacon.
Starting to push the bacon in his mouth.
Oh gosh.
You're paralyzed because you touched his lip.
No, I'm holding
bacon
the
is
strip of
paralyzed.
bacon like
The bacon's paralyzed, so it's now stiff.
Petrified bacon.
ruined my bacon.
What do you think you're putting your food
You see
onto
your
a
message?
lich? It's not my message, guys.
All right, he ruined my bacon. I'm gonna go
Is that-
take a look at that throne over there.
It's your fault.
Car starts walking towards the throne.
Are you being pulled to?
What Nita, what stones did he have in the thing that he poured out? All of them? All kinds?
The coloration's messed up, so he couldn't see individual colors.
He was colorblind?
Everything's tinted
Well,
red.
he is a dog.
But everything he sees is tinted red in the past.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I think I'll sit down in that throne.
Oh, I have a shiver up my spine, but I'm gonna let him do it.
Glad I didn't sit in it. It'd be real funny if he absorbs the entire thing and just falls on his butt.
He's gonna end up having this giant spire coming out of him. Can't leave the room.
As a car sits on the throne, all the lights in the room start flickering wildly like there's a giant storm blowing in the room. And you can see all the crystals all along the walls and on the everywhere starting to retreat into the throne and growing up through a car.
All right, Car leaves the party. We gotta leave him here. Bye-bye.
Currently, it's coating him like a statue, and then it starts to fade inside of him.
Well, it didn't happen when Brin was on there, so
And there's no more spire stone anywhere in the room. The throne itself is crumbling to dust, and it's just a stone chair in the room.
Wow.
And there's a fragment of black spire crystal laying on the ground underneath it.
Wow.
I guess you did it.
That felt amazing.
The ancient stone in this chamber has been destroyed and is now just regular stone that's old and crumbling. Nothing's actually falling down, it's just weak.
Thank you for the clarification.
There is a hole in the ground directly behind where the chair was, and it's going at a 45-degree angle towards where the spire is. And the hole, it starts at about 2 feet wide where you're at, but you can see by the time it goes down just at the edge of your sight vision, it's probably around 10 feet wide.
Well, then I will use my wand of expeditious excavation to open it up.
we knew that the spire wasn't just one straight crystal growing up, that it had been kind of tunneling its way in different directions around here, right?
I reached down and grabbed the crystal that's below the
Do you have
throne
gloves
that I
on?
was sitting on.
You die.
I know you're not worried, but do you have
I do
gloves
have
on?
gloves on. I do have
Okay.
gloves on.
Has it ever
I
mattered
always
if we
wear
had gloves on?
Yes,
You
it
do-
matters.
You do not sense anything from the stone. It just appears to be ordinary stone, other than the fact that it's basically unbreakable.
Hey,
Is that a
Nita,
challenge?
this is the one thing I couldn't absorb, but it seems important.
Let me take a look at it.
All right. You can examine it with your creation powers.
All right. They're all the same, right? So it doesn't really matter.
Earth would probably be your best choice right now.
All right. Jeez.
All right. You do not even feel that it exists.
That's crazy. What? Can I
You
take a
can
look at
see
it again?
feel it, but you do not feel any creation energy at all from it. Like it's not part of creation.
Oh, it's just like a husk.
No, you feel that it's not part of creation.
It is nothing. Just like in a Neverending Story.
It
We're
doesn't
back there.
exist.
It is the nothing.
Gotcha.
It's
Very
only fear.
No, it physically exists, but it's not made of the same thing everything else in this universe is.
It's from a different universe.
It's called unobtainium.
That's on Pandora.
And yeah. So cool. I'll take that back and I'm gonna put it in my pocket.
You okay, bud?
I just thought of something.
Well, after he was telling me what it was like, it's like it feels like nothing that I've ever seen. I put it in my pocket.
You put it in your pocket, and you feel an intense amount of heat from your pocket now.
Well, I'm gonna snatch it out of my pocket.
It's twice the size now.
Yeah. So this is weird. So if I put it in my pocket, it's gonna keep growing, I guess.
I mean, it may just grow because it's in contact with you.
Who's got a bigger pocket?
I don't
Now,
think
remember,
that's
you
the
had
issue.
that other thing in your pocket.
What other thing in my pocket?
The other piece of crystal. From
I
the
thought-
skeleton.
I didn't put a skeleton piece in my pocket.
Needip had something that he put in his pocket.
Oh, Needit put it in his pocket. I apologize. So
None of that happened.
No, I didn't
Rewind.
hear it.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it's just normal. Nothing happened.
Okay. On the
delete,
next.
delete.
Hey, I wonder what will happen if I touch this magical describing thing to your crystal.
Hey, what if we try using elemental powers on the crystal that isn't created from this universe?
What are you talking about?
What if we try using elemental powers on it?
Oh,
the crystal that I'm holding, or that's in my pocket.
Wait. Nita, didn't you find a crystal earlier? Does it have creation power within it?
I have this
Did
pointy
you check
stick
it?
thing.
Was that what it was?
It was a scribing tool.
I have a scribing tool
Oh,
that's really
to be
powerful.
able to put stuff into it. Does that have creation in it?
Hey, this is my crystal. Can you write my name on it?
Oh God,
A
no.
car on the crystal?
That is not how we're getting to this.
Sure. I've never used this tool before, but yeah, let me inscribe on this random.
Yeah, go
crystal.
for it. Yeah.
This random stone we know nothing about that kind of looks like a death stone.
No, I'm good.
It
know
has no
it's
death. I've already
fire.
absorbed all the death stone out of it.
Examine it with your earth skill.
Yes.
What if it?
Something better than a 5. There you go.
It has a little bit of each creation energy in it,
Thought this looked familiar.
but it doesn't have the amounts you would expect it to have.
Is it like uneven for all of them? It's like
It's random amounts. Like if you took another piece of rock that was similar in size and shape, the amounts would be totally different.
It just doesn't add up.
Yeah.
So it's uneven.
Well, I wonder.
Use your powers on it.
What do you
Can I-
wonder, Nito?
Can I focus on a particular creation power and see if I can do anything with this?
See, do you think you could equal it within it? Is that what you're trying to do?
Like balance myself and it together?
You
Well,
first said try to focus power through it. Like
Okay.
pick a power and try to do that. But then he said to try to balance. Which one do you want to try?
I want to try and balance it first if there's an imbalance to it.
All right. You have to make one of each check that you can do.
Oh, dang.
Alrighty. Pew. Pew.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad.
Right now, Nidap's
Not
eyes
bad.
are just like fire, water, earth, Captain Planet.
Alright, there we go.
He got all the same. Oh.
But you don't have life?
I think
He
it's supposed to be
does.
this new lore one that's never been set up.
I think
But I
I
could be
feel like
wrong.
Nito does have life because when I got the
thought I
life
had all of
stone,
them.
I think he touched the life stone as well.
Oh no, he's got them all.
But
Yeah.
he doesn't, I don't know if he has the control over it yet.
Yeah, I don't know if I've been given that macro yet. Because I should have that control as well.
Can you just bring people back to life if he ever gets a?
Eve can bring people back to life.
But could Nita do it
That's
if he?
normal D&D.
I could too.
Hold on, I gotta find my original note real quick.
I just had a really funny thought. If anybody has to die in battle, he could just be like, "So, what would you like to tell your family?" And ask 3 questions. It's like,
And then bring us back from the dead.
yeah.
All of our families are dead. Why would we tell them anything?
Yeah, we all have tragic backstories, right?
My mama's not dead.
Well, I don't know if my mom is dead.
Mine's good to go.
Pretty sure my father was killed. I don't know.
If
Yeah.
He
not,
may have
where would
crashed.
we find him?
Didn't we find his body?
For all we know, you are your father.
No, he's not
No,
his father.
he
Or
got like
he might become his father.
I can't remember if we found my father's body. I know we found the ship. I can't remember if we found.
It's like 15 years old. Why would we find his body on the same place where he died, in the ocean?
I mean, he found a shell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A shell that gets heavier when you try to lift it, so obviously it's still there.
Hey, the only reason we
No.
went there was because of a stupid dream. Thanks, Eve.
A shell.
you got information about your dad, so you're welcome.
I appreciate it. However, I feel used and I feel lied to. Okay, sorry.
You're the only one responsible for your
Hey,
feelings.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you know you're not the
It's only
only
been
one
like a
that was
week,
lied
guys.
to. I was trying to desperately help you with that whole situation to have Eve be like, by the way, that was me. What? This man tried to
wasn't
drown
lied to at all.
himself.
Well, I didn't want to hear. I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear it.
I was in on it.
I felt there was a higher purpose, and I just didn't
Yeah,
want to hear
y'all
it.
all mad at me, but Nita and Winky knew about this as well.
Huh?
So
Yeah, but I am totally understanding of that. Nidap probably forgot 5 seconds after y'all planned it.
It makes it even worse.
But I mean, again, it is the reason I wanted to go visit my mom. So
Yes, you do have life.
Yay.
Wow.
that man has a life.
Hold on while I give it to you real quick so that you can do it.
Thank you. Thank you.
If I can actually click on you. Okay. There you go. All right, you managed to synchronize the energies within the object, and it is now completely balanced.
All right.
It is not still. It still doesn't have the amount you would expect for something made of what it is,
Yeah.
but it is now in balance with itself.
I guess. What should I use this for? I mean, like, what should we test it out on?
But you said you'd wanted to try to channel through it with the power.
Yeah. Well, now that we've got it balanced,
Take an
guess
element.
I'll focus on Earth first and see if I can get.
Is this gonna be like a super booster to our abilities?
All right, you managed to channel Earth energy through the device, and the tip begins to glow with brown energy.
All right.
And remember, it's a scribing device.
So now I can inscribe Earth powers into things. Interesting. Winky, do you want any stuff written on your hammer?
Not on Earth.
Well, which flavor do you want?
I believe he needs it in the butt silver category.
What is the? Oh my god!
Because you don't have your silver butt.
We
So
really
you need
smashed
life?
the silver butt. You really smashed it. It's looking flat.
Hey, before you go writing on his hammer, though, with anything, write on something that if you do it,
here,
it
I'll take
doesn't destroy it or
Should
whatever.
pick
It's
up a
okay.
rock and like write explosion and fire energy.
Oh my god. Why
No,
that? Why would you go
wait.
straight to that?
I tried to go straight to butt hammer, but you said no. So
No, my concern is if you
no
were
butt
to
hammer.
write on his hammer and you mess up his hammer, we got to start from scratch on the hammer. But if you just like do something on something else, we can
I do need
at least
an
understand
iridium
how it
hammer.
works.
Amidium.
Oh, you're saying we need to start from scratch anyway? Do whatever
I
you
just need a
want to it.
different one. No, I'm.
You can have Archie's little dagger.
Now he needs an
Oh, cool.
adamantium hammer, is what he needs.
Yeah.
So that his hammer can
Adamantium.
bypass hardness.
do you want me to put anything specific on Archie's little knife?
Archie has a mind of his own, so
What do you think,
Yeah,
Archie?
What does Archie want?
Archie wants air.
Air.
Oh.
All right. Well, here we go. Here's an air roll.
As long as it's not flavored.
All right. Now, what are you going to write?
I am going to write Swift in Dwarven on the
All right.
knife.
Make a creation. Make a create.
Gotcha.
The skill create.
Crafting.
Crafting. That's what I'm trying to say.
All these fantastic rolls and I roll a freaking 4. God.
All right. It effortlessly writes on the weapon as if it was made of clay.
Okay.
You should use your weapon and write boom boom stick.
Just explode.
Archie's playing with the dagger now, and his swings are faster. And you can hear the wind blowing as it swings, like the wind's pushing it along.
Wait, so you can actually use wind instead of just lightning with this thing? Or is that something you could have
Blows
always
you
done?
away, huh?
Well, it's part of what he wrote in it too.
Mm.
It helped
Yeah.
channel the
understanding
So
of what was.
if you put it on an armor, could you go faster?
Because when we imbued,
find
when
out.
he imbued
Your
our
shoes.
daggers and stuff with wind, we can throw them further.
Do you want me to try it on your shoe?
Hold on a second.
Because if you put it on your shoes and your armor, if you go faster, you can be like speed. Go 50
Step.
meters every step, every action. You got 50
Step
meters.
across the air. Yeah. Just.
You could fly. Just straight fly.
Okay.
Levitate.
I guess somebody will eventually notice it, but I am like panting, like so tired from doing that. Like I made it look effortless,
dang.
but obviously it's having some effect on
Hey,
me.
I just
Nina-
thought you were excited.
Nina, you okay? You okay?
He's doing that. Pugs can't breathe right, so they go. He's doing that.
Is that that's not a normal pug thing though.
It
Oh no,
is
it's a normal pug thing. They do it
100%.
all the time. So we
Uh,
didn't notice it because it's normal for them.
Yeah, it's because their skulls are shaped incorrectly.
Thanks to humans.
While we're on the
Yep.
pug topic, do you still have the picture of the pug guy that you had sent previously?
Yes.
You would send that to me somehow, some way.
All right.
So I'm obviously gonna need a rest in between doing that.
Maybe it's just because we both.
So what?
Did we have manacles? Well, it's a little late now.
Hey,
Did we have manacles you could just write?
Hey, Nina, you look a little winded. Here's some bacon.
No, he really can't breathe because he's got food in his mouth. What are you doing?
Once you finish that, I got some cheese for you too.
I will inhale both the cheese and the bacon.
Yeah,
And immediately take a nap.
Yeah, it looked like it wore you out.
So, can anyone who has their elemental abilities write with that elemental thing?
No, because it's
Or is
mine.
it just Nita? Who give you break?
Nita is no longer a ordinary druid. He's a different kind of druid now.
As
I
I'm,
don't think
Go ahead,
he's
Vicky.
ever a normal druid.
He is a creation stone druid now, or something like that, because he's fully.
That didn't answer my question though.
But you can just
I would
cast and plan it.
expect that maybe you could channel your energy into that, but I would be worried that because there is other energies within, that might not be helpful to you. It may be something that Neetup could use, but the fact that Brin could use it also kind of makes it, anybody can probably use it.
Yeah, now that it's balanced.
Maybe he's the reason it was unbalanced.
Oh, believe me.
Oh, that was definitely the reason.
That makes sense.
Well, he may not have had any creation powers. He may have just simply been using it as a scratching device.
It's true.
What was he scratching?
Like, hey, that did something.
His
Hey,
brain.
yeah, let me scratch some. Yeah, hey, that did something
Because remember,
too.
it's made of a material that can't be broken, and so it can etch through anything.
He was like, I just found the greatest thing in existence. I'm going to use it to etch stuff into bone. Like
I
a
was
chisel.
here.
And I hope the Lich also put deafen on Brin, because to a point where I just don't want him to hear us talk.
He's probably
Why?
just screaming at us
He needs
more
to
because we
hear
keep
this.
talking bad
He
about
needs
him.
to hear how much of an idiot he is.
No, you notice that the Lich King of the world has wrapped a bag around his head.
Nice.
It's literally like a hay sack or a potato sack or something, just standard burlap sack. And occasionally he gives him a shake because he's still flying.
He just spins him around.
And he's sitting there watching y'all play around with the elemental stuff, and he's like, "That was neat."
We think so too, I guess. I wonder if I can like write open and something will open. But which element do you use for that?
Earth, if you do a wall.
Hmm.
You could do earth and write on the wall the word ancient. Becomes ancient stone. Or strength. Or structure. Or unbreakable.
Crumble.
I don't want you to write that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what do you do now?
Disintegrate. I don't know. What do we do now?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm getting real tired, yo.
Like real life tired or
Let's go with both.
Actually, sorry. The answer to that would be.
Chewbacca.
Nice.
Laugh it up, fuzzball. Laugh it up. The Lich King's like, I'm bored now. Y'all are boring. Here, you can take your balloon back.
Thanks, Core.
What?
And you're muted, Core.
Yeah, that. Gonna say
Grab his feet.
Yeah, I was gonna say I went to go grab him and take him back and got stuck again.
Well, you can grab his boots because that's not his skin.
Ah, okay.
Was he not wearing a shirt?
He had his arms exposed.
Thought it was
He
like
specified he wanted to stop him from casting spells, which means he had to grab his arms.
I thought it was like some kind of like super Chad move where he just had bare chested, showing off his abs.
I could totally see him doing it.
Look,
He's
bro.
like, look at this six pack. I've
Bro.
got several ribs.
Got you, bro. Okay. I have a rope around him and I'm just gonna drag him.
We have ourselves a balloon.
He's still trying to randomly fly in random directions, but because he can't see anything, he's literally flying at decent speed into walls and things.
I have a fun balloon.
We should write bounce on him.
Just write stop and he just dies immediately. Just stops existing.
What would
Alright,
you
so-
even...
What are you gonna say, Winky?
Nothing. Not important.
Okay. So what do I do now? Y'all head back?
I would assume so.
Heading back with our balloon.
Yeah, if we don't think we need to look for anything else, that it looked like he had dropped everything that he grabbed from the thing here. But if it seems like there's stuff that still may be around here, I'd want to look around.
But he said he'd been gathering supplies for
Hey,
weeks.
Grandpa Kilchu. Say hey, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
You can make a perception check to look around now that the crystal's all gone.
Okay. Perception. Oh no! Grandpa Kilchu dropped a bunch of ducks in the chat.
Whack,
What the duck?
And apparently Nita picked them all up.
Yeah. Whack, 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 whack.
All right, need it.
Yes.
You start looking around, and while you're looking around, you didn't pay attention and you ran into the wall next to you.
Hey, there's a wall there. Duck.
Carr runs up and puts paint on his face. Hey, you didn't see that wall sitting there?
All right. Let's
Sorry.
see.
Where'd you get paint?
Core and a car. You see that there is a side chamber where there is a really cruddy bed and a couple of belongings, like he's been living there before he changed.
Go rifle through his stuff.
As one should always do.
Take
Alright.
my balloon on over there.
You see a bunch of different foodstuffs. You see a bunch of books that he has taken from the Order of Keys. And most of the books are about Kiminoans, the nature of their magic rituals, and the nature of the. One of them is a copy of the book that the Lich left behind on his studies of the Spire.
Yeah, I'm taking all of the books.
Hey, Core, I found a bunch of these.
Yeah, you can hold
books.
this balloon for me for a second.
Yeah, I found a bunch of these books. I don't know what they mean, but I did find this one that I can read about a lich.
You can read?
A lot of these I can't. They're mostly in Kiminoan. I
Not
don't
enough
know their
pictures.
names. I know what lich. I know the lich. I know how to spell that. Yeah, so I found that too.
You can spell too? Oh my god.
I'm gonna shoot you.
Already have, don't care.
Next time I'll aim for the head.
Still,
won't
you've
hit
done
it,
that.
man.
Really doesn't affect anything. Sure, I'll take that 4 damage.
Ow, jeez.
Oh. Next time, aim for the left cheek, but not the one up above.
As soon as you're bent over picking up something, I'm aiming for the hole. We'll see how that goes.
You shouldn't aim for it since you don't really hit anything.
We'll see. Test me. True strike.
Getting a little feisty in here.
You see some tools, and it looks like a few things that you don't quite understand. Some of them look really old, and some of them look like crappy copies of something that's really old.
Okay.
But you also see a set of tools used for making jewelry.
Should we take
It looks like he
Really?
made the crown himself.
Atala.
Hey, Atala. Yeah.
I'd like to examine these just to see if any of them are magical in nature, or if they're just special tools.
The two tools that look like they're cruddy copies of something old look like they're some of the drawings in the books you flipped through when you found the books.
Okay. I'll make a note of the book to go back and read up on that when we get back to the tree.
Yeah, it looks like they were handmade. And the reason they look crummy is not because they're crappily made. They look exactly like the pictures. Down to the bad drawings, and even one of them, there's like a crease on the page, so the tool has a crease on it.
How did he do that?
It's very impressive.
Wasn't do anything with the paints, did he?
Wait, what is it? I wasn't paying attention.
The tools, like the two tools that were made to resemble the old ones, they look exactly like what was in the book, like to the T. Like there was a crease in the page, and that crease showed up in the tool.
Well, we did have the paints. We brought those to Debbie, right?
We had them in the vault, right?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Debbie locked him away.
So it's entirely possible that he used the paints.
Start looking around for ash clouds.
Well, that was because the paint had mixture of Quellath in it. I think that was dealt with, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Just
You
stay
notice
away
the
from any
paint
ladies.
I'm not touching any paintings.
You notice the paint set, and in it is a full set of paints, and all of them have been filled recently.
Oh, it's so surprised. The full set of paints is in a paint set.
I look at Core and I point to my face like, this kind of paint.
Like a wall?
He's
Did
been
you just-
using makeup.
Interesting.
What?
I don't think it was the wall. If he had painted with that paint on that wall, it
It would've been a
probably would have
hallway.
let you
It
be
would've been
it'd be a hallway.
It would be actual brick.
Oh, okay.
As there was creation inside the paints. So if there's creation on the paints in his face, that he would have just absorbed them, right? Based
he
on
ever
how
get-
this has been happening.
I would have only been able to absorb the death.
He's got.
Not from
well,
what just happened on that throne.
It could have been like one of the children and he's like absorbed brick powers and now can just
You
slam his
did
face
not
into any
just-
brick wall.
Am I correct on this? He did not just absorb Deathstone from that
All
throne,
the stones were absorbed by the throne and turned into black stone.
but it was the different powers.
But they were
You
converted
don't know
already.
what happened with whatever he did to grow the spire.
Well, I'm definitely taking the paint box back.
Well, I'll have to say
Secure
that that
that.
brick wall definitely absorbed my face just a little bit. It was
Previously, the
partly
paint
painful.
set only had one color in it, because that was all they managed to make and fill. But they filled it with tainted stones.
Do these all look like they're good? Like
The paints
usable
look like they were
paints?
made perfectly.
Wonder who you got to do this. Maybe Debbie did it.
Like they figured it out together and
No. I don't have much confidence in Brin at all. Yes, Kens.
Which I don't have any.
Do y'all head back to the surface now?
yes.
Yes.
All right. When you get back to the tree, you notice Mr. Lakewood waiting.
There's lake and wood out here.
I'm dragging Brin.
Wait, you caught him?
I tug,
Yes,
I
I'm
tug
over
on the
here.
rope like, yep, that's him.
We'd like him to stand in for his crimes, and I fully stand by and suggest that this phylactery, and I hand that to Mr. Lakewood, be destroyed by the end of it, but I'd like the townspeople and the Order of the Keys to, for one, be the judges, but also the witnesses in the event. We discussed possibly destroying him and putting his phylactery in a crafted magical cage that when he returns, he will be trapped there for protection. But at the moment, we have, and I just point to the balloon.
Yeah. Mr. Lakewood agrees that keeping him like he is now is probably the best bet, because if he had his arms and legs and his voice, he would definitely be able to cast spells even if he was in a cage.
Right.
He'll have one of the wizards stay on him so that they can recast the silence as often as needed. It's like, do you know how he did any of this?
Demons.
It was a demon that was.
Everyone else did it. You didn't do anything.
He was a pawn.
I mean, yeah, he's kind of right. He had somebody else.
Because he's not very good at magic.
He's
They
not
will
very good at
believe me.
anything.
That's why we were able to capture him so much, so easily.
There was a boss
It was
beyond.
almost sad.
What's that?
But I do want to provide the demonic name that we did get.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
We didn't even have to roll initiative.
What does that mean?
The demonic name we got is Boogaloo.
That's canon now. Good job, Winky. Boogaloo.
How do you spell it, Winky?
I don't know how to spell.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
You gotta
Boogaloo.
spell
Sound
it.
it out.
You called it. You gotta spell it.
Remember,
However
it's
you want
demon,
it to
so you
be.
can have strange letters in there too.
Yep. It can be whatever, but it's
Yep.
Boogaloo.
Couple of omlots.
Couple of Z's, an asterisk or two.
This isn't fair.
Oh, come on. I've got a B written down already. Just give me some more letters.
That's where you messed up. There's actually starts with a silent K.
Yeah, I'm ready for a backspace if I need to.
I.
A vowel, Eli. Say a vowel.
What is happening right now?
A-E-I-R-U.
Okay. BZ U GHALUU.
I love it. Boogaloo. I did a pronunciation in parentheses beside it.
Good job, Winky.
Huh?
I said, good job, Winky. That was
I didn't
great.
do anything.
Didn't
That
mute
was
your
great.
headphones again.
I love it. No, I'll walk back in the room. You can hear my mic.
You mean that time where we heard, oh, that was not you?
No, I was peeing. So
I had a 50-50 chance, y'all.
Is it one or is it two? Is it one or is it two?
I guess it's not
All right.
50-50, but you know.
It all depends on the
It
time
was
frame.
number 3.
Can you tell him about anything else?
I mean, anything we can. We
Um,
trust him completely.
Should we tell him about the spire? With the...
Yes.
Okay.
Tell
Tell
him.
him about that.
Okay. Huh, that's concerning. He has been obsessed with that spire the whole time he's been here.
Oh, and he was very adamant that this was revenge that he wanted on us. So.
Yes, he believes that, from what I understood, somehow you took away his magic and made him a failure, and he couldn't get the girl to pay attention. That's what I've heard.
That sounds
That's
about
why
right.
he did this.
I mean, it makes perfect sense.
It makes no sense.
Wait, when did y'all take away his magic?
You're forgetting who we're talking about. He took his own magic away. He blasted his own mind when he tried to open that door that he shouldn't have tried to mess with.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But
he
he
gives
blamed.
us
But
too
he's
much
blaming
credit.
us for it.
Yeah, he gives us too much credit. He did
that
all
makes
that
sense.
himself.
This
Yeah.
doofus.
I mean,
So
And you
the
tell-
whole
go ahead. Get it out. Get it out.
so
This is
okay.
the time.
The whole reason he killed those people and we had to deal with this is because a girl didn't notice him.
Yes, and that's pretty much a common thing
Yeah.
How is
in
that
the entirety of the world.
common?
I mean,
everywhere.
that's pretty common, and you got to remember he's very simple. So
Have you ever heard the story of oh crap, I forgot his name.
Oh crap, I forgot his name.
Well, I'll give you one: Romeo and Juliet. I mean,
No, that's not it.
I mean,
Like
I'm just going to give you that
Darth
one.
Plagueis the Wise.
Oh yeah, that one.
That's where
that
I'm
was
going
good.
for.
That was good. That one's good. That's
What are the
probably even better than Romeo and
Parallels
Juliet.
there.
I'm actually not referring to that as the parallel, but the parallel of the person who got told that. Because that
Okay.
one fits.
Okay.
That actually hurt my brain a little bit, but we'll move on.
I'm trying to stay not meta, but it's so meta.
It's so hard.
Yeah. All right. And what do you do with the paint set?
Ooh, it really needs to go back into a vault, but also like, I mean, if it's
To
all
the
good
vault.
and it works, I mean, we could like paint doors, paint holes, we could paint chickens
Nope.
and have food. I don't know.
Chickens. Let's paint.
We're not.
chickens.
Are you worried, Core? Like,
Yeah, I mean, yes, you can create anything. We could create our whole economy here. And they set up a whole town previously.
Well, we did lose a lot of livestock thanks to Devi. I know he didn't do it intentionally. It was more
wait,
of
so
a
your idea
necessity.
is to paint the livestock and replace it? That's
I
actually
mean,
kind of cool.
to start off, like maybe a
But
male,
we don't. Do
female
we need to
paint.
let people know that we're
Hold
just
on, hold on.
painting them?
Eve,
Guys, there are other cows and chickens and stuff in the world. There's only one set of this paint. Let's just keep it on us, and it might come in handy one day. We don't have to use
I
it.
hand it to Eve.
I have to
Eve
say,
the responsible
When did you take it
one.
off of me?
so remember that
You'll never know.
the paint set is known throughout history as being a cursed item because everyone who's actually used it has had their life turned horribly wrong.
Way to go, Hatala.
Good thing
How do
we'll
we still
never
have
use it.
this?
Well, we just forgot that part for a little bit.
Yeah.
oh, so that's why he was.
We
so
have
easy
it
to
because we put
capture.
it away so nobody would use it.
I will say, just to kind of ease your thoughts, the was it Airmains or whatever there was that ruled Bastul was like there for like generations upon generations. So we've got like at least a couple hundred years.
Yeah,
We'll
at
probably be
least.
dead before then. Considering our track record.
Yeah.
But see,
But
the thing
also-
is if we
also
paint,
remember that
Commercial in.
Remember that entire family is cursed to live forever underground underneath their city.
Let me ask this: is there a way to remove a curse from an item so that it could be used normally again?
It is possible, but you'd have to figure out the nature of the curse and who put the curse upon it.
Let's ask Devi. Never mind.
but see, if we paint livestock,
If we
they'll
use
die
it at
off, right?
all, whoever used it becomes cursed.
Here you go, car.
I feel like my family is already cursed. I feel like my family is already cursed. And
Yeah,
one
you're not
day
gonna
I will
die.
become
You-
Don't let a car paint the livestock.
I have a
They'll all be
feeling that
have,
one
like,
day I will become an evil
lopsided
being that
legs
wants to
and-
destroy the world. I'm just
Can you
saying,
imagine what the
I
livestock's
will be
gonna look
willing
like?
to
They'll be
paint
wall-eyed.
the livestock because I feel like I'm going to turn evil
There's
anyway, and
there's
y'all have to destroy
we can go
me.
buy livestock.
Okay, that went
With
dark
Eve.
real quick.
So you're saying let me paint a couple animals because I'm gonna turn evil anyway?
You
Maybe
Why don't we
they'll be
just-
super.
man.
Maybe
we just
they'll
need
be
to kill a
super
car
animals.
now.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm just imagining a car painting a horse like a child does, where it's got four legs
Yeah.
sticking straight out and two eyes on
No,
one
no.
side of the head.
Absolutely.
And
Guys,
that's going to come out.
have y'all seen The Good Place? Because they do
Yes.
this. That's what happens.
That's just. Hey, I'm just spitballing here, but I think it's a good idea.
I
Winky?
captured bug.
Ah. Okay. Do you have anything else you want to do? Because otherwise, unless there's something you want to do around town, we're probably going to go ahead and stop here. Because the next thing we need to do is plan to figure out what to do about the missing key.
Glypherin.
Now, we can talk about it and continue on until our regular end. Or if you have any other ideas, we can go over that.
There is one thing I am interested in, but I don't know if it's going to go anywhere. The growth of the spire that broke through the vault. The last time we played, I wanted to touch it, and now sitting on the throne, I definitely want to go back and readdress that and see what happens.
Man, you just want to touch everything.
Can we create a new vault door?
That
If
vault
anyone
door.
can, it would be Needip.
Anywhere we want?
Because Needip now has complex item creation.
And he has the creation powers.
We could just start
Oh,
painting
that's because
doors
of the
now.
creation powers, isn't it? No, we're not painting anything because when you use it, you're cursed.
We paint stuff. We ruin our lives. We've already
If
done that, but
paint the gym to the library.
The problem is, one, you have to know exactly what something looks like and what the nature of something is to paint it. So you can't paint something you don't know. The less you know about something and you try to paint it, the worse what you get will be.
Like my two-dimensional horse.
Example, no, you can't paint an airship and get an airship.
Yeah,
But
it'll
we've
turn out to
seen
like
an
my
airship. I know
two-dimensional
what they
horse.
look like.
we have.
You don't know the nature of how they work.
And that's for the paint to figure out.
What if we find a book that tells you how an airship works?
Yes, if you find something that describes how to make an airship, then you could paint one.
Well, they went to they could just build it out of normal materials.
But
if you have those materials and capabilities.
So you want to paint livestock, but you won't be willing to paint a boat?
Well, I thought about it, and if I painted on the ground, it would only be two-dimensional. That'd be a weird horse,
That girl was able to paint people that came into existence. Wait,
I
you may not know
can't paint
that, though.
people. I'm not an artist.
Oh, we know. That's why this is a problem.
So, Nita, do you want to create the vault door? You're muted if you're talking.
Can we put it in the tree?
That's
What?
fine with me.
Gee, imagine that said, stick figures need love too.
Well, you already have a vault that's just is missing a door.
Right. It's just it's way down in the basement. We got to travel to it.
And it's got a crystal sticking through the...
I mean, but does it still?
That is a question. We haven't been down there, so...
Why I asked it.
If there is, I'd love to touch it.
Why? Our entire
Nobody
game...
clipped that one. Nobody clipped that one.
I'd love to touch it.
Oh, God.
Clip it. I dare you.
Got a new soundbite. Thanks, guys.
Oh, yeah. 3 hours, 18 minutes, and like 40 seconds.
All right.
Oh, I said it twice in case you missed the first one.
Let's just say one more time. Say one more time.
Okay. So, are we going to stop, or are you going to continue doing something?
I think as long as I'm good with stopping and then planning for next time. We rebuild the vault, make the new door, set up for the justice for Brin.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yep. That sounds good.
Okay. We'll stay talking for a minute after we finish streaming.
Alrighty. Any other closing remarks or anything?
Don't touch it.
I love your hairy feet.
Alright, and with that, we will see you all later.
See you guys.
Bye.